I wake up at twilight. We don't even have to try.
He's about to
Okay, now one by one we all have to say what song we were singing because I did not hear a single one.
I was singing the one who's running the show from the Amazing Digital Circus.
I'm gonna blow you up with my mind.
My name is Kane. I am your bitch.
Sunny.
I was singing "Baby" by Justin Bieber.
Oh.
That's millennial behavior if I've ever seen it. Kylie?
I very quietly started doing the beginning of Tequila. Just the
Cop out. Desmond.
I don't know the song's name, but it's a song that goes, yeah, that's something on fire. But then that's all I could remember.
Oh, Sex on Fire.
Yeah, but then that's all I could remember, and then I was like, bulletproof, and then I couldn't remember the rest of that.
So Desmond did not commit to a song. Great. Laura?
I did Pink Pony Club.
So true. Happy Pride.
Happy
Pride.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Speaking of Pride, I was singing Good Time by Owl City featuring Carly Rae Jepsen. Anyway.
I don't even have to try.
It's always a woo! Whoa! Anyway.
It's not cumulonimbus.
Good morning and good night. Anyway.
Oh, I should have sung the American Dad opening. God damn it. Good morning, USA.
Okay. I think that is a perfect note for everybody to shut the fuck up on, so.
Okay.
You did this. You asked for this.
This is true.
Nuh-uh. Lovely.
Roll the tapes.
Great. Hi, folks. Let's get started. This song you're lighting is insane.
I close my curtain.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna microwave Icarus.
Honestly, after last session, he was here for what he fucking deserves.
Hold on, I'm just gonna do everyone a favor.
Kylie.
Sorry, I have a Eminem.
Oh, before I get into this, does everyone have their character sheet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Does everyone have their dice?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm so locked in, Tommy.
Yep.
And does everyone have some kind of drink on them to ensure that they stay hydrated?
Yes.
Tommy, I'm so fucking locked in.
Look how locked in I am, you guys.
Okay, we're in a similar boat.
I'll get water during our first break. It's fine.
I'll probably water my plants during the first break.
Kylie, you ready to play some D&D? Ash, are you ready?
Yeah.
Desmond, are you ready?
I'm here to save you, Diva.
Sunny, are you ready?
Sure, man.
And Laura, are you ready?
Who knows at this point?
Yeah, well. Last where we left off, in the forests of Talus. What was meant to be an enriching excursion into a mystery dungeon under the watchful eye of their fellow guild superiors spiraled into an all-out brawl against a Pokemon whose mind was stolen from her by the pull of a powerful magical artifact. A stone allowing the Sableye to undergo a temporary evolution beyond what her species was once believed to be capable of. Our explorers of tomorrow, wave hi to the camera, explorers of tomorrow. Hi! Steadied their beating hearts and took to battle, joined by a handful of their fellow apprentices and an equine novitiate whose grasp on their blade proved tremulous at best. This is the nicest way I can put this sentence. Though the fight saw many, many twists and turns, the Titans' Coven once again emerged victorious, knocking Gemini out of her maddened state and seizing the attack upon the underground Diamond Empire. Of course, at the cost of the desecration of the late Queen Seraphine's gravesite, as well as the loss of a precious heirloom. The victory was bittersweet. At once, evidence of the apprentices' swift growth as explorers.
The new KFC Supergirl Ultimate Meal. Get it now.
What the fuck?
June 26th.
Yo, motherfuckers want KFC? Anyways.
That was such a violent jump cut. Ooh, that sucked. The victory was bittersweet. At once evidence of the apprentices' swift growth as explorers, and a reminder of how unpredictable and uncontrollable the Tulesian wilderness can truly be. Draven, Icarus, Gwyn, Lowen, Laura. I did almost unironically say it because I was just reading everyone's names. Kirly. The Kirlia, thank you. I appreciate you clarifying. It's late. Far later than you were expecting to come home. Far later than you were hoping to be up, as the wheels of the Sentiferno Express come to a screeching halt at the train platform at Remnant. Show of hands, who's sleeping right now? Because it's like 2 a.m. as everyone's getting back. Yeah. Yeah, the half-hearted cuddle puddle in the in the compartment. No. Those of you who are awake are lucid enough to hear Serana go, home sweet fucking home. All right. Let's all make this quick now.
We're back already.
Yeah. They look so comfortable. I don't want to wake them up. Looking over at Gwyn, Kirly, and Lowen, who are all like sitting next to each other on the train seat, all of them knocked out.
I'm awake.
Kirly does not move.
Yeah, I think Gwyn is still asleep.
Stir your friends. I don't want to scare them.
Hey.
This is the lightest. Like, this is never gonna do it.
I'm saying,
Just grab
are you tapping
by
my
the
armor?
shoulders.
Mm,
Where am I?
leave
Hey.
me alone. I got comfy.
Hey. Oh, you're awake.
Hi, Draven.
Mm,
To see her awake.
the bed.
You're finally
Yeah.
awake. I was starting to get worried.
What?
Shut up!
Actually, wait. I have a silly idea. If Kirly doesn't want to
Hey,
get up
you,
because
you're
she's
finally
comfy,
awake.
can I just pick up Kirly and bring her inside?
Pick up Kirly.
Okay, yeah, I
Aw.
have permission to just. All right.
Lowen, do you want me to pick you up? Would
I
that be
can go.
amenable?
I got it. I can go.
Okay. Just wondering.
Fucking Deltarune splash.
Oh.
Oh.
two single claws just
Pick him up like a little. Just-
Thank you.
I just put him on my shoulder.
Yeah. You pick him up, and Rufus, who like you know for a fact has not gotten any sleep this entire time, hand him over.
Yeah, there you go. Just hands him over.
Yeah.
Eyes dart open.
As you all start heading back to the guild. It's quiet. The weight of the events of what went down at Foamburst Bluff are still fresh in the mind. And I don't think anything quite summates that so much as what happens when the guild doors open again. You see Glenn and Sinclair are waiting for you in the armchairs by the fireplace, and their initially eager, excited expressions slowly fade as they see the state of things. Glenn's eyes flick across all of you. Is everyone all right?
Long
We
day.
are all right, yes.
Sure.
That response does not inspire confidence. Where's Andreas?
Where is
Yeah,
Where's
where-
Andreas? That's a
as
good
a-
question.
As a reminder, Andreas stayed behind in Foamburst Bluff to be the one to turn in Gemini to the authorities.
I see.
Andreas is back in Foamburst Bluff. He's wanted to stay to return someone to the authorities.
We had to make an arrest.
We had a long day.
Pause. You made an arrest. Yeah, we're waking up the Guildmaster. Alright, I am glad that everyone is alright. Was this, like, good that this happened? Serrano just kind of, like, grimaces a little. Right. Well, look, it is ridiculously late. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. These stupid ads are pissing me off.
I thought somebody's house was on fire.
I also thought somebody's house was
really
on
did.
I
fire.
was like, well, that'll be fun in 2 seconds.
Anyway,
Session titled "The One Where Tommy's House Catches on Fire."
it seems as though you've all been through enough today, so go on to bed. I will confer with Serrano, and we shall address this, if not tomorrow, then certainly by the start of next week.
I understood.
Right. Go. Take care of yourselves.
I can't believe that works.
The thumbs up is crazy. As Serrano goes up to Grizzly Serrano. Serrano goes up to Glenn. Just go wake up the Guildmaster. I will be with you in a sec. And it turns back to the rest of you guys. Kneels down to look most of you eye level. You folks are some of the bravest people I think I know. I know today was hard. And does not bring me joy to know that that's how things had to end up going. But I don't know many Pokemon, period, who would be able to do what you did today, much less apprentices of this guild. You all should be proud. And if you aren't, just know that I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You could sleep in tomorrow. I'll tell Lennox I gave you guys permission. As he stands up, stretches, and heads upstairs to confer with Glenn and Lennox in her office. Well, I'm sure this is going to be a fascinating story for tomorrow. Well, I'm going to bed. Sinclair turns in as well.
Real.
I don't know about you guys. I am passing out the second I get in there.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go drop Kirly off.
Rufus has already left.
Has not moved.
Rufus has lowered Lowen gently onto the armchair that Sinclair was just sitting on.
No,
All right.
nothing.
Turns head over.
Rufus is gonna make a perception check.
Lowen's eyes are darting about.
I had Rufus roll perception. He flinches and just goes, "Oh, sorry. Was that too much?"
No, nothing. I'm tired. Night.
He rolled a nat 20 perception, by the way.
Oh! Kill me!
He just follows you. Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, well. Without so much as a verbal goodbye, Rufus pulls a Jotonian farewell and returns immediately to his room.
Lowen's on the armchair, just like stewing.
Should we leave from here? Or...
I'm going to bed.
I need to bring Kirly.
Oh, and don't make me drag you.
I'll follow Katrina. Like,
Honestly, good for you. I would have shocked you awake.
just like eyes wide darting about. As just like falling right behind Katrina.
Everyone
You're
returns. Everyone returns to their respective quarters. Icarus, greeted by the soft rumbling snore of Batista. Draven, greeted by Nico's quiet breathing. Kirly into a near silent bedroom as Flicker does not make a peep while she's asleep.
It's even funnier thinking that Gwen had to get in, drop Kirly off, and then leave.
Yeah. Clang, 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 clang.
Clang. Clang, clang.
Good night, Kirly. Clang, 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 clang.
He's gonna have nightmares
Good night,
now.
Curly. Yeehaw.
Good
Clang,
night,
clang, clang,
Jax. Anyway, Sonny.
Good night, Jax. Mwah. Good night, Pomni. Sorry.
Eyes.
Sonny.
This means nothing at all, but I want to say it anyway. Icarus uses his last dematerialization action to sneak through the door so he doesn't have to open it.
Queen. Anyway. Icarus, Draven, Kirly, Lowen, you all retreat to your own quiet corners of the guild. Gwen, you slowly open your door quietly. It's pitch black in your room. Close the door. And immediately a pair of glowing eyes poke out from the dark. All right, fucker, tell me about it.
Ah! It's like 2 in the morning.
Okay, do you think I'm getting any sleep anyway?
Okay. just
As
give
Ronnie turns a lamp on, and she is lounging on her bed. Her hair is a complete fucking wreck.
I love her, diva.
All right, talk to me. Who died?
Hold on, just give me 1 sec. I think as as she walks in, I think she goes over to her bed, and normally she like very delicately puts on the armor. I think you see like the magical glow from it fades, and it all just in multiple pieces just
Boom, boom, boom,
just
boom,
onto
boom,
the
boom, boom.
floor.
Oh, ow.
I'll pick that up tomorrow. It's like face first onto the bed.
Fuck, dude. We could talk tomorrow. It's fine.
No, it's fine. I can talk.
Yeah. We don't have to roleplay all this, but
Oh yeah, but I think I think I give her like a lowdown ish of like what happened. Of just like, hey, shit hit the fan hard.
great. Ronnie will remember this as
What have I done?
everyone, for all intents and purposes, takes their long rest. So, just to be clear as to what's happening time-wise, hold on, I'm just gonna change over the music real quick and hope that I don't get another insanely loud ad. Okay.
You jinxed that one.
I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry.
Ditch Spotify. Just get YouTube Premium. Then get
I'm on YouTube.
Music. Yeah, I know. And like I'm saying, ditch the premium Spotify if you have it. Get YouTube Music. Make the change.
Or just get an
Want a break?
opera, maybe.
Want a break from the
So,
ads?
to be clear as to what happens. We're gonna say that this return to the guild is like early, like 2 a.m. on a Saturday. Like it was Friday, Foamburst Bluff. Saturday happens, you guys spend most of the day resting. Sunday happens, the wedding. To be clear as to the timeline of everything. So, we're gonna cut to Monday, start of another week. What everyone went to bed with, what everyone had on their mind as they went to bed was a single word that they had received from Carla that evening. This was relayed to those who were missing for the evening, of course. That there is a full attendance guild meeting the following morning. all guild members, apprentices, and members in Curious Woods are expected to attend. And sure enough, as everyone wakes up the following morning, it is to the sound of Carla's voice in your head. Hey, divas. All right, so before we get started for the day, just want to remind you guys that everyone is needed in the main guild hall in give or take an hour. So everyone go freshen up. Hi, Aidan. And we will get right to it very soon. All right, anyway, good morning. As the little telepathy cuts off and everyone is bleary-eyed sitting in their beds having just heard Carla's voice in their head once more.
Gotta go.
Lovely. As you guys make your way... Oh, Ash?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I get ready, and I don't know if Ronnie's awake. I'm going to wake Ronnie up if needed.
Ronnie is actually up before you. You wake up and Ronnie's
wow.
already up.
Wow, all right.
And you learn why pretty quickly. As Gwyn, I'm going to say we cut to you in particular here in this moment.
Okay.
The guild hall is packed. When Carla said full guild meeting, she meant full guild meeting. There are as many as 50, 60 members of the guild present at the moment, some of whom you haven't even encountered whatsoever up to this point. Just about anyone you've met at the guild, just short of the Blackguards, are present at the moment. You spot familiar face after familiar face. And over at your little apprentice table, you know what's happening before you even make it there, as you see Ronnie, Batista, Nico, and Aspen have already made it there, and Ronnie is speaking very intently to the three of them.
Can I overhear?
You can walk over.
Okay, I walk over.
Yeah, as you hear Ronnie mid-recountance, let's say. Yeah, and she fucked up this guardian gravesite. Isn't that so sad? Morning, Gwyn! We weren't talking shit about you at all.
Can I just look over to Batista and Aspen because I know those two can't lie?
Plead the fifth.
Batista, I know you too well.
You can't make me. Well, I thought it was pretty interesting.
Aspen, what were they talking about?
Oh, your escapades over at the Foamburst Bluff.
I make direct eye contact with Ronnie. Thank you, Aspen.
I have never done anything wrong in my entire life, actually, so...
Oh my god. I cannot tell you anything. You know that?
Then, why do you keep doing it?
Because it was 2 a.m. and I was very tired.
That is your problem.
Oh my god. Okay.
At this point, I think some of the other guild members are coming over.
I'm just head in my hand. There's like a head, palms on forehead, just oh my god.
Nico
these
puts...
are the people I choose to care for.
Nico puts a hand on your shoulder, Gwen. I'm just glad that everyone is... Well, you guys are all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was that Sableye from the crafting bench, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's who it was.
God. That's... Of all people, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I never would have expected it.
Lowen.
Are we all here? I'm sorry.
We could say that people are starting to show up at this point.
Hi. Lowen will come in with Katrina. They would have coordinated.
Yeah.
Sorry, interrupted anything?
Not really.
Gwen's just calling me a terrible friend, you know, what else is
Oh
new?
my god.
I mean...
Aldo.
Hey, Gwen, just to be clear, I don't remember asking, do you?
I mean, there's evidence pointing to that conclusion.
Shut up.
Okay.
I'm...
Gwen is just sitting back, just
Yeah. For your brain, Aidan, this is 3 days after the events of Foamburst Bluff, the day after the wedding.
Aldo's a little hungover, and I'm thinking Aldo's wearing a pair of sunglasses inside. No.
Oh no!
I'm just kidding. I took a baby aspirin before I went to bed. I'm fine.
Why are you wearing those dark glasses? It's really. Is it that bright in here?
I'm actually kind of embarrassed. I thought this would make me look cool.
Oh.
Did it do it?
No, it definitely did.
It's okay. I'm putting it back in my shell.
No.
No. Wait. Put it back on.
I mean,
I
I thought they were kind of cool.
I thought it was quite snazzy.
They're actually transition lenses, so if you just give me like 5 minutes, I'll go back to my normal glasses, I promise.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It'll give me enough time to assess if it works for your face.
Okay, I mean, I will say assess fast because they're about to be like kind of like opaque, like halfway screen, halfway not.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, they look good.
Okay. Aldo keeps casting like little light cantrips on his glasses. Like,
just repeatedly flashbanging himself.
Just flashbanging himself.
I was about to just say, "Bing!" Ow.
I close my eyes before I do it.
It's the fucking
queso.
Yeah.
The idea of Aldo with a flashlight going,
I got this, guys.
did it.
Anyway.
Being like, all right, guys. It's like, hold on, guys, one moment.
One moment.
Before
Ow.
Lennox
That actually really hurt. I shouldn't have done that.
before Lennox addresses the party, out of curiosity, would anyone be interested in kind of like touching base off the heels of the wedding?
With like the squad or just like with anyone in particular?
Anyone in particular?
I'm gonna wait until after because I have a thing I need to do. Shocker. But
So,
I'm gonna wait until we get the big news out of the way and then we'll do that.
Then I guess Draven is weirdly quiet this morning.
What
I
was
think,
the wedding like, guys?
At some point, Kirly wants to go buy another blanket to send to the brides for their real wedding.
Oh, also,
That-
Gwen had a line.
Oh, we just asked how the wedding was.
It was fine. I'm not really a weddings guy.
Ah, fair enough.
If Draven hasn't come in yet, I think it's the one thing that is very noticeable is that normally he is very good at like getting up early and like being ready and whatever. This man is dragging his feet like no tomorrow. He is so tired.
Oh, morning, Draven. You good?
Draven, are you alright?
That bad, huh?
What does it look like?
Oh.
Did you guys know Draven could break dance?
I was gonna say, how you feeling? How your joints?
Wait, what? There's no
dance?
way. Draven can break dance?
just head to the table.
Up, down he goes.
Let me pull it up. Aldo pulls up his Urban Dictionary again. Draven busted it down funky style.
I mean, he ain't lying. Like that Druddigon can move.
Oh!
After everything that happened yesterday, I still somehow forgot about that.
I think his tail gave him like centrifugal force. It was really impressive.
I will
wow.
never forget about that.
Oh,
No,
I wish I could have seen it.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen that.
Can Aldo minor illusion? Draven break
If you
dancing
do
off
it,
the
I'm
table?
good. If you do it, I will shove you off this table.
Can you please put a
I don't
tiny
have
breakdancing
minor
Draven on the table?
I don't have minor illusion.
I will fully body check you.
Aldo's gonna.
Wait, no. Ronnie just looks over you, Draven. Okay, so you're doing it. Go on, we're waiting.
Oh!
I can't minor illusion, but can I start playing some music from my shell?
Yeah.
Switch on my shell.
Draven, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it.
Oh, you
You
trust
don't have
me.
to do it. You don't have to do it right now. I would love to see it later.
I am not dancing in front of every single member of this guild after the days that we have had.
That's why I said after.
Boo.
Just a party lunch.
My
where
name's
we
my name's
watch him break
my
dance.
name's Draven.
Oh,
I
I'm
made-
a buzzkill. Oh, I didn't have the 3 worst days of my life ever. Oh, fucking shut up.
Okay.
Worst?
Okay, let's not.
Drama queen. Okay.
That wedding was not that bad.
The lesbians lived happily ever after. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, period.
Oh, happy
Yeah.
for him.
That was actually good. They were
Very
very
nice.
nice.
Yeah, I was happy to hear.
Yeah, aside from the conspiracy that we uncovered in the...
The what?
The conspiracy, and then the other arrest, and then the breakout, and then
And
the
maybe
arch
something-
arrest,
Another one.
Maybe
Oh my god, what happened at this
a
wedding?
priceless
a
artifact
lot of
got stolen.
things.
Wow.
Maybe.
I mean,
something-
Draven started breakdancing. I thought that was pretty crazy.
Batiste, I'm picking your brain for. Batiste, I'm gonna pick your brain about this later. I am so curious to hear what happened.
Apparently, I could bartend.
Oh wow.
That too.
That's true.
Wow.
Batiste, do you have minor illusion?
Oh my god! If it's
Lowen,
better
I'm
than,
working on it.
if
I'm
it's
working
better
on it.
than, If it's better than me doing it a second time, if you really need to minor illusion for people to get me to stop asking me, just do it. Just vote. Just vote.
Just vote. I do not have minor illusion. Aldo's still trying to just figure it out.
Draven, you have given me unknowable power in this moment. But before he can do anything, everyone hears the sound of a door, boom, slamming in the distance. And the guild falls silent once more. As everyone turns, and sure enough, you see Lennox striding down the stairs and making her way towards the front of the hall. Immediately, everyone give me an insight check.
No.
Okay.
Stealing my girlfriend's dice, maybe it'll get better.
I believe in
So
you.
true. Power of gas.
17.
Work. Raise your hand if
18.
you got a... raise your hand if you got a 15 or higher. Icarus and Kirly, no dice. That's all good.
Why Aldo has proficiency in insight, I have no idea.
I have almost 0. I just
Literally
rolled really
what?
well.
Kirly and Icarus, the two of you can sense already this is serious business. Lennox is not her usual toothy grinning self in this moment. You can kind of put two and two together, like something happened for this meeting to occur. I think everyone who passes knows damn well what this meeting is about. It is about Foamburst Bluff, and it is about the wedding.
Aldo slowly kind of just creeps back into his shell a little
And
bit.
I think on a 25 in particular, Gwyn, you can tell that Lennox is still trying to keep up appearances of still sort of laid back, still sort of very forward. Dread is following her into this room.
Ooh.
A sort of trepidation that you have not seen from your guildmaster since you have started your time at the guild almost a month ago.
To know.
Morning, y'all.
Good morning.
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 Glad to see so many of you up and awake at this hour. Thank you again for being here. I know that it was a bit of a trip for some of you, but God, I wish that I could be bringing this many of you together for something a little more exciting than this, but we have to talk. For those of you who aren't aware, 3 days ago, our members of our apprentice team were forced to make an arrest in Foamburst Bluff off the coast of Crabhammer Harbor against Gemini, who many of you may know as a member of the Remnant community, an inhabitant of the town for several years. The arrest and the circumstances surrounding why she was arrested in the first place are, let's call them unique. For the crimes of stealing and consuming a royal heirloom, desecrating and destroying a holy site, and assaulting and threatening members of the Titans Coven, both of the apprentice teams and amongst the actual members themselves. I would like to recognize, first of all, the efforts of the apprentices and members who were present, who were able to make the arrest in the first place, and keep the situation from intensifying any further than it already was. And she gestures towards you, all the party, in this moment. There's a smattering of polite clapping, though your apprentices are very earnestly applauding your efforts. we now have a better understanding of some of the circumstances behind why Gemini was present in Foamburst Bluff, and what it was that happened. We are beginning to recognize patterns involving a myriad of magical artifacts that we have been discovering across Talus over the last couple of years. Sinclair, help me out. And Sinclair waves his hand with a flick of the wrist, and floating above his palm, the minor illusion of a glowing stone with a curling multicolored spiral in it. Very similar to the stone that you saw at Queen Seraphine's gravesite. We know very little about these. We are attempting to remedy that, of course. But what we do understand at this moment is that these stones are incredibly, incredibly powerful. They allow Pokemon, when they attune to them, to tap into magical power beyond which they are normally capable of, allowing many to, and coming from the horse's mouth here, we're not going to make this scientific or anything, but the easiest way to put it, for them to evolve past what they normally can. The treasure of Foamburst Bluff was one of these stones. Said stone was consumed and absorbed by Gemini, allowing her to tap into that power, albeit briefly. I bring this up because this is not the first time that we have dealt with an artifact such as this. And it was not the last. We've received reports from the Siren Estate in Personbury that a grand theft has occurred against the estate at large. One orchestrated by the head of maintenance, the head butler of the manor, with the artifact in question being a very similar stone. I cannot afford you much more information in that regard at the moment. The Talesian authorities are currently investigating the Siren Estate for withholding information in regards to the existence of this treasure from the New Star Sanctuary and the rest of the estate's associates at large. It is a whole big hullabaloo that I'm not going to get into because, frankly, I feel like I would get myself into trouble if I do. So, needless to say, these stones are out there. Whether they be tucked into mystery dungeons, locked in treasure chests, or stuffed into the pockets of Pokemon who are hiding in the shadows. We have now seen 3 instances of Pokemon pursuing the power of these stones. One time might have been a cloudburst, the second a coincidence, but this is a pattern. And the rate at which this pattern is speeding up is, in all honesty, very concerning. With what I know, and with the guild's association with the discovery of these stones at large, it is my intention to travel to the capital of Talus in 2 weeks' time to confer with Grand Minister Orrery in order to inform them and their council of the dangers that these treasures present, and perhaps start building up the resources in order to better study and mitigate the damages that these artifacts could present. Of course, that will mean that I will be away from the guild for a period of time. A period of time which, unfortunately, is going to coincide with our first expedition of the year. After much discussion, we've decided that the expedition will be carrying on as normal, with Glenn overseeing it on their own. Carla will be serving as the interim guildmaster of the Titans Coven in the meantime, with the help of the rest of the guild staff, while Glenn will be leading us in our expedition for its 5-day-long duration. Might be a little hard to get a hold of in the meantime, but I assure you, though the absence might be difficult, it is necessary. At the end of the day, the Titans Coven, however big and however tight-knit we are certainly not in the best position to be conducting this kind of research on our own. And it is my hope that we can obtain the partnership and the aid of, if not Grand Minister Orrery, then certainly other guilds in Talos who might be willing to lend us a hand in the meantime. Until then, I ask that everyone stay diligent. Especially those of you who fancy yourselves treasure hunters, dungeon explorers. Though I do not want to call a state of emergency without being absolutely certain of what we are dealing with, I believe it is imperative that we keep our eyes peeled. We do not want what happened to Gemini to happen to anyone else. All right, bummer out of the way. I do also want to make you all aware of a couple of administrative matters, yada yada yada. Lennox talks for a little bit longer over the course of several minutes. I will also say Lennox does mention one more thing that does catch the ears of everyone present. We would also like to make the guild aware of a tertiary criminal presence that has been emerging over the last couple of weeks that we are only now beginning to put a finger on. With the help of, sorry Laura, with the help of some of our apprentices, as well as a few residents of Personbury who have had personal brushes with them. We want to make the guild formally aware of the goings-on of the Vagabonds. Lennox goes on to describe the Vagabonds as a tight-knit group of thieves that has been circulating throughout Talos for some time, but only now have they been able to put a name to them in particular. And that is for the very specific reason of their actions at the Siren Estate wedding. The Vagabonds are, for Laura, Kylie, and Aidan, Koa's Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild responsible for the theft of the treasure in the Siren Estate. For Gwyn, Lowen, and Icarus, you guys learn that the thieves responsible for terrorizing the residents of Vestige Hollows were also members of the Vagabonds. We have been picking up on these patterns and identifying several members over the course of about 2 years, but with what we have now learned about their prerogatives and with how highly publicized their most recent endeavors have been, we have finally been able to place a proper mark on them. We have updated the Talos' Most Wanted board with as much information on them and their whereabouts as possible to ensure that as many guild members are able to stay on the lookout, so to speak. Any further information that any of you might have on the whereabouts of these Pokemon or what they might be planning next, obviously please come, if not to me, then to Glenn or Carla. All right, so that, I think that covers everything. I am going to excuse everyone except for the apprentices. I am going to have to speak to you briefly on one more matter before I send you guys off to classes. Everyone else, thank you so much for your time. Go rest up, take care of yourselves, and get to it. Chop chop. As the guild once again fills with chatter and with, oh Laura, the guild once again fills with chatter and din as guild members start going every which way, like some leaving the guild outright, some headed to different rooms, different facilities, etc., as Lennox waves all of their apprentices over. Hi, guys. I do not want everything that has been going on over the last week or so to distract from your studies, nor to distract from our approaching quarterly check-ins. Just as a reminder, at the end of this week, once we get through our showcase period, I will be meeting with each of you for about 10-15 minutes, give or take, and we are going to do a progress report on your time at the guild so far. I want to make it very clear that these progress reports have no bearing on your eligibility for further attendance of the guild, nor are they indictments on anything that you have been doing wrong. The idea is that we are going to just check in on how your time at the guild has been so far and address where your strengths lie, while also addressing where your strengths can build. Every conversation is going to be very different, so I do ask that you keep the specifics of our conversations under wraps, because that makes everybody feel super shitty. Am I clear?
Mm-hmm.
I
Kirly's
promise.
terrified of feedback.
I promise you, no one is in trouble. This is just for the sake of charting a path for the rest of your time here at the apprenticeship, identifying what we can do to better sharpen your skills moving forward, and acknowledge where you have all truly shown. And I do mean it when I say every single one of you have truly shown so far. All right, that's all from me. Any questions from y'all? That's the kind of silence I like to hear. Oh, Draven, all right.
Kirly's just shaking like a leaf.
Not entirely related to studies, but I'm just wondering, given the arrests that were made, what's the status of the crafting bench if we need to go get weapons and stuff with the arrest?
The crafting bench is open, from what I know, though I think Conk might be having a bit of a difficult time trying to operate it without its translator, so to speak. There's a vacancy now at the crafting bench. If any of you are familiar with Conk, maybe stop by and just like give them a nice little pat on their massive metallic shoulder. They could use it with, not that we know because they can't speak, but like we're pretty sure they like Gemini. So,
Kirly must go get so many blankets.
I can't wait for the Kirly and Gwen Kunk side quest.
All right, folks, if that's all from you guys for the moment, I'm going to leave you guys to it. Go off to class. You're needed in about 15 minutes. Chop, chop.
Oh, okay.
As Lennox tips her hat and heads off.
I don't got a lot of time. I do need to go find Glenn, though.
That's really funny because Glenn is staring at you from across the guild hall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow them.
Yeah. As you don't even need to like really see them in order to know that they are ducking into Altair's currently empty classroom.
Look, I don't want to have to do this a second time, but it seems appropriate.
Koa?
Yup. Okay, I'm glad I didn't have to break the news.
Tell me everything. God, I hate to say it. I am almost
You're not
surprised that
surprised?
I was going to say I'm almost a little surprised that they are alive.
She's been drifting for God knows how many years at this point. So, I think I can agree with you on that, actually.
I wish I could be happy that she is well, and
I mean, she didn't tell me much. All I really got was she's kind of been moving from town to town, getting picked up by a bunch of different groups here and there, accruing a massive debt because of it.
and shock of all shocks, she ends up with an organization called the Vagabonds. Guardians above.
You know what I think the worst part about it is? I tried to help her. I said, hey, I came here, they had resources, they had people. I even very offhandedly mentioned that you were here because maybe that would help.
So they know about me? That's not a problem, like I figured, but
Yeah. She told me to go fuck myself and ran off into the woods. So,
all right, well, clearly she hasn't changed that much.
no, not very much. At least in terms of temperament, I can rely on that being accurate.
Did she say anything about... It's not helpful. I'm glad she's okay.
You know what the worst part about it is? I think we had a great time at the wedding, and then she had to go and fucking... I was so ready to have that back for once, right? Just be able to not think about it for a good 24 hours. We leave, we go about our lives. But no, everything has to go wrong all the time.
All right, well, let's not
I mean,
go
I
treating
guess
it...
I guess it's good that we have a personal connection now, am I right?
Let's not go treating it like it was some personal inconvenience, Draven.
It sucks a lot, frankly. I mean, obviously, yes, it sucks, but there's a layer of... It wasn't personal, but it feels a little personal. Sorry if that's immature of me to say or whatever. Do you
Draven,
have any other information?
the expeditions to Wormhold.
Yeah.
It's, well, not to Wormhold. We're headed to Lake Yuxe. The surrounding area, the monuments, northwestern Talus.
Why? I mean, I can take a guess, but...
It had been decided before you had entered the guild program. And for what it's worth, Lennox did offer me the option to not, but... Look, I'm just going to come out and say it. If you even think about going near that place, I promise you I will do everything in my power to make sure that you are not allowed to go into any future expeditions at this guild. Do I make myself clear?
So you're saying I can't go in general, or I can't go there specifically?
I'm saying you are not going within a mile of Wormhold.
Okay.
I will be seeing to it personally.
Okay.
Okay?
I mean, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Great. Glad we had this conversation.
Cool.
Not going to make you late for class. Go. As they head towards the door.
Guy who's like really trying to keep it in, like really trying to just like yeah, just
As with that out of the way, welcome everyone. It's been over a year, sorry, but we are back with our second installment of Downtime. So, before we roll initiative, I want to say very quickly that a couple of things have changed about how I'm running / handling Downtime, and I wanted to just go through those changes really quickly. First of all, I've made some adjustments to the number of points that certain activities take up in the Downtime activities table. There were a lot of point decreases, essentially, to give a little more freedom for things that can be done. There are now very few what is it? There are now very few actions that take up more than 2 points, so to speak. I literally just sent it to the Echoes chat before session, so just peep the chat real quick, Aidan.
You're.
Don't look at me like that, gay boy. Yeah, there were a couple of small little, like, essentially nerfs to how bad like these points can be. I also slightly nerfed the points lost from the repose tracker from last time. There are also a couple of activities added. You guys can reference the downtime activities tab of the campaign codex in order to look at all of them. Now, in terms of the downtime tracker, I'm going to go right off the bat and say that not all of these Pokemon are created equal. Because of the repose tracker, I'm going to just do a little boop right over there and then bang. Three of the six party members are going to be starting not at 10, but at 9 as a result of kind of stepping over the threshold of your limits during the last downtime session. So Aldo, Kirly, Lowen, you guys are at the full 10 points for the duration of downtime. Draven, Gwyn, and Icarus, you guys are at 9.
Dude, I have to lock in on classes, and I just found out I'm grounded. What the fuck?
And I just found out I'm grounded.
My older sibling just fucking grounded me and said, "Guess what? Opposite grounding day. You're not allowed to go home. Fuck you." Like, dog, are we so for real? Like,
and there kind of goes. Great. So, any questions before we dive right into what we want to do?
We just can't, just to make sure with the pros, we just can't hit 0, right?
once you go 3 or lower, it starts having proper consequences.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Keep that shit up.
Once you go below a 3.
Oh, below 3? Okay, cool.
Below 3, got it.
Yeah.
7 points to fuck with.
And if you want to,
I got 6.
What is it? If you want to make your repose score a little better, that is going to come at the cost of maybe doing less during downtime. So keep that in mind.
Yes.
All right. Any more questions? Desmond, you look pensive.
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking.
Resting pensive face. Great. In that case,
live my life.
I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh no.
Yay! Oh, I don't get advantage on initiative yet.
Yeah, you're
Nat
not.
20.
Not 20. Okay, pop that in the chat.
Okay, I'm picturing Draven, your advantage on initiative rule. Do you just get really mad during class?
No, he just locks the fuck in.
I hate learning. 20.
Guy who's pretty okay with
Oh,
learning, it just has to be in specific ways.
Oh, Laura. All right, and then
Kirly.
Ash, what's your dex?
My dex is +2.
Okay, mine's +3. I go first.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Oh,
so
fuck you.
the order that we're going to be rocking with is Lowen, Draven, Gwyn, Aldo, Icarus, Kirly.
The 4? Oh my god, what did you roll? What'd you roll?
1.
Oh, not one! Oh no!
Kirly and Lowen having the
so
opposite
sad.
downtime.
Laura, your propensity to look like a dog that's been curb stomped whenever you roll poorly is really just magical, I think.
Fuck.
All right, so we're going to be starting right at the top of initiative with Lowen, with Draven on deck. This is going to encompass the entire following week leading up to your little check-ins with Lennox.
All right. Okay, I'm thinking I either want to just start with Draven, are you ready to go? Because this one's a very simple one for me.
I was just gonna lock in on class.
Literally same. I'm gonna lock in for classes.
Yeah.
So we'll let you choose all of your classes now, essentially. Which ones
okay.
you want to lock in on?
I'm locking in on Marshall for sure.
Is it the full week?
It is the full week.
Okay. I
Again,
am
it's
going
it's
to-
only going to take 1 point per class for the whole week anyway. So
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, because I do combat, and then I have a minor in the exploration.
it doesn't have to be in order, but
I'm gonna lock in on probably advanced tactics. So both of those for like
Also, oh yeah,
Tuesday,
wait, where are
Thursday.
these? I'm so sorry. Where are
the class schedule is pinned, and let's let Desmond go first.
Oh, sorry. I'm just
Okay.
trying to think of. I'm just.
Oh gosh.
No, the only reason why I'm saying this is because it helps me manage all of what everyone's doing, because I have a
Oh
whole
yeah,
notes app
you're
in
totally
which I
fine.
am documenting everything.
Oh dear, lock it. It's there are too many memes.
Scrolling
okay,
past
there we
all the autism creatures.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm going to do advanced tactics in combat and self-defense. I'm gonna lock in for that one.
And that one only?
I have too many things I want to do. But I want to be good in class. I didn't do anything I didn't do any class last time. I didn't lock in at all.
I have to overcompensate.
I have to overcompensate. It's what Lowen would do.
It's what my character would do, and what he would do is overwhelm himself.
Yes. Fuck it. But that I simply must follow that logic. I will lock in for tactics and fundamentals of exploration.
Lovely. Alright, locking in on 2 of your 3 classes.
Fuck.
We will be making class rolls at the end of downtime. As a reminder. We'll be doing all of those at once. So, Lowen, you hit the books. You know for a fact that you did not perform exactly the way you wanted to, both in Foamburst Bluff and thinking about it back in Vestige Hollows too. You lost a bit of your focus there in places, and part of you wants to linger, but another part of you wants to just keep fucking working. So you really make an effort to pay as much attention and study as much as you can for these 2 classes. That is going to be 2 downtime points, bringing Lowen down to, I believe, 8.
Precious time for Yowie lost.
Oh my god, cry me a river.
Anyway, that'll be my first
1,
section.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. Let's see. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How does that work? What happened? Sorry, I'm looking at my own math and I'm like, what did I do?
It's 10.
Everyone talk amongst yourselves for just a second. I just need to fix the formatting of this document. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
I wanna
yeah.
like it on classes, but I also like really want to have just like time to yap with people.
I forget how we find
Yapping is for
out what
beginners.
classes we took.
I think it was.
There's a image. There's like a pin, and it's based on like what your like concentration and minor is in.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see what you're studying in the codex.
I know I'm studying arcane prowess. I just don't know what I'm taking.
I think you're also doing medicine.
Possibly.
I remember there
let
being
me-
very few people doing medicine.
Yeah,
I
I thought
don't-
it was.
Yeah.
I thought medicine was just me and Aspen.
I'm actually
Excuse
And Aldo.
me.
And Aldo. And Aldo.
New to the
I'm
class,
there
but I'm already
too.
smoking
Aldo's-
you.
Okay, everyone shut up for just a second. To clarify, Laura, Kirly is involved in the 2 required classes for all of the apprentices, which is Introduction to Combat Technique and Fundamentals of Exploration, and then you're in the 2 classes taught by Altair, which are Elementary Studies in the Arcane Arts and Advanced Studies in the Arcane Arts.
So my notes were right.
Yeah.
So true.
So
Impressive.
interesting.
So, Lowen, that is going to be your turn. You are now down to 8 points. Draven, we're up to you with Gwyn on deck. So, tell me, which books are you heading?
I'm in so many classes. Probably just locking in for advanced, which would be 2. Specifically choosing to not lock in for the general exploration seminar because I'm gonna be a little bitch and be like, oh, if they're not gonna let me go anywhere, then why would I,
Yeah, great.
mildly out of spite. But and then I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of just where his brain is at right now after all
Yeah.
the crazy finding shit that
I
we
think
did.
Draven and Lowen do spend actually a lot of time together, like sort of hitting the books with this class in particular. It's a class that both of you have a lot of like a stake in the game with, and as such, it is very easy for you guys to hit a nice flow state and start really getting into the groove of kind of just really kind of landing it with this fight, with this combat, with this class. Jesus, I need to lock in. So that's going to be 1 point. So you are down to 8. Great. So that is Gwyn next with Aldo on deck.
I am going to lock in on one of my classes. I'm going to lock in on my my big medicine class. It's, I believe, alchemy and breweries medicine.
Yes, hold on. Just gonna pull that up. Alchemy and brewery as medicine. Yes.
Yes, I'm going to lock in on that.
We're actually going to roleplay a scene from this class at the end of the first turn.
Let's do it.
Since we will be having it'll be our first introduction to Aldo being present. But Gwyn, this class is hard. You are definitely very new to all of this, all things considered. You think it is in your best interest to zone in on what you know is going to give you the most trouble, knowing that if you can conquer this mountain, maybe you can conquer them all.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be 1 point. Any other classes that you want to lock in on?
Nope, just this one.
Great, so you are down to 8 points total. Next up, we have Aldo with Icarus on deck. So, Aidan, you got your full set of points. Talk to me. What are you doing?
Let me know if I'm allowed to do this.
Oh boy.
I would like to host a small get-together.
I'm listening.
I think flyers hang around the guild hall. Aldo presents lo-fi beats and mocktails for studying. So I want to host a big study session in the library.
Okay.
Sinclair, can I have the library one night? It may get a little ruckus.
What's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Give me 1 second. Of course. Sinclair looks over to you. Why? What do you need it for?
An intimate get-together where we listen to soothing music and study and maybe have a little mocktail. I'm not ramp certified, so I don't feel comfortable serving alcohol. Do you want to hear the music?
Give me a day and a time.
Can I... Is this like over the weekend?
The day and time doesn't really matter. But
Sure. But I'm gonna get really nice lighting. I'm gonna get a lot of like throw blankets all over the place. I'm gonna have a little like matcha station. And I'll be playing lo-fi beats from my shell. Don't ask me how, but it's somehow reverberating from the inside of my shell.
So I am curious. Raise your hand if you attend this get together.
I'm so interested in Aldo's Bluetooth capabilities.
What
I
happens?
watched that man bartend. I need a fucking night. Oh my god.
Right?
What happens when Aldo's past
Draven.
the aux?
Great dance.
I think in universe, Aldo's just like it's like a weird composing of music that's somehow just echoing from a shell. I think in game it's Pokemon music. I think it's like it's like Heart Home City, coming out of Aldo's shell, but like the lo-fi version. It's very calm. Aldo's got a little like matcha ceremony going. He also has like some like nice like lemonade. Maybe even some that have like some like of course they're rain noses. He has a rain stick. He's just occasionally just moving a range stick.
Constantly flipping over a
I have a
range
mage
stick.
hand in the corner, flipping a range stick. I think I have a little like melatonin for the end of the night, like a little sleepy time tea. I think I have like a couple warm beverages, a couple cold beverages. I'm making custom orders. I'm like, I clock you as a bit of a peas blossom person. Is that fair, safe to say? Peas blossom tea. Oh, person blossom tea. That's right.
That is awesome. I'm going to deduct a point from every single person, as we're actually going to roleplay a little bit of this later, I'm going to say.
Okay.
Hell yes.
But since it's a study session, can it be used as lock-in? I'm not sure if I could do this at all.
I'm going to say you can't have your cake and eat it too. Sorry, babe.
It's a good use of my time. I'm actually really happy about this.
honestly, yeah. I mean,
baseline, this is amazing.
And I think it's welcome to everyone, even people who aren't in courses. If any of the guild members themselves want to show up and enjoy some lo-fi music and some mocktails.
Any graduates want to go to this undergrad party? Let's go.
Aiden, give me a glorpy baselines for getting wobbly. I was just thinking that, Luke Kylie. Aiden, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Yay! I'll do this d20. 19 on the die.
Damn, and you don't have.
I have a negative modifier to charisma and things. Persuasion is gonna be a -2, so 19 becomes a 17.
But a 17.
I guided myself. Sorry. Sure. Yay! New spell. That's a 2, so I negate my -2. 19.
Yeah, you know what? Who knew? Like, I think that genuinely, like, Lowen, Gwyn, you guys are sitting here like, who knew that this was actually going to turn out to be like a kind of kick-ass get-together? You are able to convince all of the apprentices to show up. Like, it ends up becoming like
not you. As Aspen walks in, not you.
Actually,
no. I think all it does is give a little look.
Well, I heard you had mocktails.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whose tail we're mocking, but... I'll take a Malibu.
That's not a mocktail.
Anyway, all the apprentices show up, and I think like other members of the guild kind of like stop by to be like, this, like I do genuinely think like at some point Raphael shows up, just looks around, and is like, "What the fuck? This is so cute." No, we never did anything like this when it was us last year. What the hell? I'm like
macchiato.
Mad. Oh my god, macchiato! Like, yeah.
Aldo has a whole like barista kit in his shell as well. He just comes out the latte.
Yeah, like, this is like floor time central, first of all. You never realize that this like kind of dusty, like sort of undertended to little research archive could turn into a like little cozy hangout spot. After sourcing some blankets from Kirly, though, it's over.
Wait, actually, can this be Aldo and Kirly's event? I'll take the 3 points away. I think Kirly helps a lot, helps set up a lot. If you want that, Laura.
So many blankets.
Yeah, like, I think it ends up being such a good hang that, like, everyone stays for different periods of time, but, like, it starts at 7 and, like, only starts clearing out around midnight, and people are falling asleep in the library. Like, it is genuinely, like, it starts as a lock-in, and it just ends up being, like, people, like, just shooting the shit and having a good time. The highlight of the evening, of course, is Nico passing out in a corner, Ronnie grabbing a marker, and doing the unthinkable.
Just for the sake of it, because I know minor illusion can take up, what, 5 feet? I think...
Oh, this is the time.
I think Draven goes to Matisse and is like, I'm gonna be so for real, I cannot break dance on these carpeted floors, but, like, go for it. Like, just put it in the corner.
Do I have your blessing?
I think he just puts out a hand.
Wait.
Go for it, bro.
Aldo turns off the lo-fi, really solid breakdancing music comes on.
It's just the playback of when he did it the first time. He's not gonna actually do it, but like it's
This
just a behold.
this is the most beautiful thing I've seen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start playing Skrillex.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have to.
a single tear rolls down Gwen's cheek.
Lowen is like hands over mouth, giggling like maniacally, barely holding back how gleeful this makes him.
I can't believe I agreed to this.
Nice.
I literally didn't even say anything. You just kind of let me.
Oh, what the hell? It was worth it.
I didn't know your legs could bend that far.
It's like fighting type levels of athleticism.
You see, he goes to sit down on a bench or something, and it's the loudest knee crack you've ever heard in your life.
Ooh.
That's why I don't do it often.
Yikes, Grandpa.
Katrina just from the corner. Guys, I think Draven's old.
Unk.
I'm sorry?
Don't call him Unk. No.
Unk? No, wait, what's Unk?
Unk Elder.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Yikes.
That joke sucked.
That joke sucked.
Out of curiosity, just because he's been pretty quiet this session, how is Icarus at the function, Sonny?
He's there. I do. I mean, I know his wisdom isn't that high. His wisdom is perfectly slightly above average. I think he's aware that people are slightly uncomfortable around him.
What gave it away?
What gave it away? I'm sorry I have big teeth that are also part of my face.
I'm sorry that I have big teeth.
I'm so sorry I have big teeth.
That is clearly the
Guys.
thing that is drawing people
Yeah.
away from me.
Yeah.
The vaguely evil
green.
one.
I'm so green.
Okay.
I think he's
big
he-
teeth.
Yeah, Sonny?
Yeah, I think he's there. And I think he's earnestly engaging with the prompt of studying with a mocktail. I don't think he necessarily goes up to anyone. Because even though he's not sure why, he is aware that people don't necessarily like him right now.
I think in my mind, it starts out as a pretty earnest study session, and then all of the apprentices get there, and I think it's single-handedly Ronnie who derails it after like an hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like no one is mad about it except for Icarus. He was like, I thought we were going to study.
I don't think he's mad about it, but I do think he's like, oh, okay. Sure. And he just kind of like sits and you know how I be at a function. I just like sit and watch. Yeah.
You don't even do that. You spend every single Diet Pride party in our bedroom.
With our cat, yeah.
With our cat.
I love that cat.
Anyway, fantastic use of your time, Aidan. That's great. So because everyone attended, we're going to knock a point down from everyone. So currently, Kirly is at 9, Icarus is at 8, and everyone else is at 7. So that is going to be your turn, Aldo. Next up is going to be Icarus, speaking of, with Kirly on deck to close out this first round.
Icarus is doing a lot of reputation repairing, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, give me an insight check with advantage.
Sure. Mm, 16.
16. All right, show of hands. Is anyone kind of avoiding Icarus right now?
So yes. All you hand wavers, just come in. Come in.
Draven,
Okay,
Gwen, and
yes,
Lowen.
for now.
Draven, Gwyn, and Lowen are all varyingly discomforted by your presence, as is, I will say, Rufus.
Sure.
And you can tell. Like, you're not exactly... It's not like you're really friends with any of these people. It's not really like you're friends with anyone at the guild, frankly. But you can tell that, like, the sort of ease of presence that other people have is not particularly present with this handful of people in particular at the moment.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yes, he is thinking about that. What is more on his mind, though, is his reputation with the guild members.
Yeah.
Not the apprentices.
I think on that continued 16, as soon as you're back from Foamburst Bluff, you sense a shift. And it's not the kind of shift you like.
Yeah.
I
Which
think in particular, Andreas is keeping his distance.
That's fine. Oh, is there a cat? Oh, yeah, there
Hello,
is.
Hamlet.
Oh, baby.
So for that reason, I as a person don't think this is the best solution. He, as a team, does think that this is the best solution. He is going to lock in on his classes to, you know, try to, like, up his reputation again. And he's specifically going to lock into advanced magic, obviously, but also general combat.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to have you lock in on that. I'm currently reordering all my things. And you said you're going to also lock in on fundamentals of exploration. Or, I mean,
No.
sorry, introduction to combat technique.
Yes.
You know, it's interesting because you know for a fact that, like, from the get-go, you were winging it with that class. You didn't really pay much mind. You were of the mindset that you're a sorcerer, you're magic, you're a ghost, you're just kind of not really meant for this course, so you'll kind of sort of just get by with your natural advantages. And then Clyde started kicking your ass.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt to maybe put in a little extra elbow grease to, at the very least, start working on what he is trying to teach you, which is resilience and agility.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That 11 dexterity is really unfortunate.
Yeah, well, no one's perfect. All the same, that is going to bring you down to 6 downtime points. Yeah. Lovely. And that brings us to the end of our first round with Kirly.
Which notebook is it in? You messed me up. I took so many notes I had to move over.
Whoops.
I want to lock in on 2 classes.
Talk to me.
And attend the get-together. So I want to lock in on advanced arcane studies and
Heard.
on fundamentals of exploration.
Beautiful, yeah. As Kirly, you can sense that Altair is trying to bring something out of you. It's not entirely clear what off the bat, but there's a lot of encouragement of you to kind of push outside of your comfort zone a little bit. So you decide that you're up for the challenge and start putting in a little bit of extra time where you can, studying with Aldo, studying with Flicker here and there to make sure that you are staying on track. Fundamentals of exploration is a little easier to keep up with, but at the end of the day, it does help to sort of be paying attention a little bit more, help you understand how Mystery Dungeons work a little better with every passing moment.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So that's the end of our first round, and I do want to cut to Gwyn and Aldo. As Aldo, you make a point to take up Altair on what they told you about a week or two ago, give or take. And you get approved to start taking alchemy and brewery. The Guildmaster Lennox is in full support and is frankly just happy to have more people in that class. So sure enough, Gwyn, just as you're raring yourself for another day of you kind of listening to Aspen yammer and or kind of rock your shit in this class, Sure enough, you see Aldo is present as well.
Hello.
Hi, Aldo.
I'm in this class now.
Oh, Aldo! Pleasure to
Hello.
see you.
There's
Nice to
a
see you,
seat
too.
next to me if you want to sit there.
Okay. There seems to be
Aldo looks around.
plenty of options, but I'll sit next to you.
Yeah. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
I'll sit next to Gwen.
Yeah.
Aldo, a tome. Like,
Oh.
Aldo, would you consider yourself much of an alchemist?
I, Aldo, consider myself an alchemist, yes.
No, that's what I said, Aldo.
Pick the battles, Aldo, not the war, not the... You wanna...
Aldo says under his breath. Also, the big tome in front of Aldo is not the class textbook. Aldo has already provided himself secondary sources. It has like fully like already like earmarked half the book.
I mean, I'm just ready to get to a new topic.
Oh, it's very impressive.
Thank you.
So it's looking-
Excuse me. I don't
Okay, sorry.
like people in my space. It's because of my allergy.
I think internally Gwen is just like, oh my god, I'm gonna single-handedly lower the curve of this class now, aren't I? Still a normal person here.
As it is also around this time that Hepzibah comes back and starts teaching properly. She is finally in a place where she can start teaching again. She's back from her little medical leave from the guild.
Yay.
Well, not that we've had much time to acquaintance ourselves with one another, but I do hope you two did not miss me too much. There's 3 of you now. What happened?
I want to be here now. Is that okay?
I've heard worse reasons. Well, welcome. Let's see. Aldo, is that right?
Yeah.
Aldo, you don't happen to be the one responsible for helping the that young Finian concoct the Kibia brew a few weeks ago, was it not?
That was me, right?
Yeah.
Curious. Well, welcome, Aldo.
I mean, there was a recipe. I understand pH balances. Had to make sure it didn't go over or under.
You're starting to leapfrog me already. I like that. All right, well, let's get to it then. Hepzibah is a very straightforward instructor. She understands that a lot of it comes down to recipe and like holding true to recipe. She doesn't. She's kind of the opposite of Altair, where it's like Altair very much is very. How do I put this? He very much encourages open thought and freedom and doesn't really like chart anyone's paths for them. They're very much an outlet of encouragement, but they're kind of doing something different with just about everyone in the class at any given moment. Hepzibah has one way of doing things, and it is the way that everyone is expected to do it.
Aldo is grinning in a way he's not grinned since he's been at this program. Aldo's like comic book style, like all the way to his cheeks.
Humph.
It is unsettling.
Yeah, she's a little hard on you, but like in a way that makes you want to work harder and not a way that makes you feel bad about yourself, if that makes sense.
And Aldo has giant teeth. Just no one knows it. He keeps it a secret so people like him.
A little more elbow grease on the grinding, Guinevere. You want to mash it up into a pulp, not pieces.
Yep, you got it.
As you are... That is the right color. You are getting feathers in your concoction. You do need to make sure you are not doing that. So that there is... you're doing a great job. There is slime everywhere, which I don't think is affecting your creation process necessarily. However, I'm going to ask that you don't do that.
I think Aldo, like... I don't... Titans? Like, I don't know, like... Aldo, like, will, like, put, like, gloves on.
She's a little abrasive, but not mean.
And Aldo's thrilled.
Yeah.
Aldo likes abrasive. Aldo can handle abrasive.
Yeah. We're actually going to do one more thing after this class. As Hepzibah is going to come up to you, Aldo. Mm-hmm. I'm very glad to hear that you are willing to give this course a chance, Aldo. It is not a path that many apprentices choose to follow, but it pleases me to know that you are already finding yourself so enriched by all of this. And you do have a talent for it, I do have to inform you. As Hepzibah is kind of keeping Aldo behind to sort of just like thank him for giving the class a chance, leaving Gwen and Aspen. As Gwen, you're packing up your things, you hear a bit of like an uncomfortable ruffling. Gwen Avir, you wouldn't happen to have a moment or two to confer as we depart from class together?
Oh, yeah. What's up, Aspen?
If we can just level with one another, alchemist to alchemist, medic to medic.
Yeah, of course.
You're quite close to Kirly the Kirlia, are you not?
Oh, well, I mean, I would say so. We've been on a few missions together.
Would you consider yourselves truly, theoretically speaking, friends?
Sorry, sometimes I have to, out of game, I sometimes take a second to, like, translate any Aspen dialogue in my brain to be like, what is this owl saying? Oh, well, I mean, I personally think so. I hope she thinks so.
Gwen Avir, I fear I've gotten off on the wrong talon with Kirly the Kirlia. And, well, given that you seem to be much more socially adept than I have, well, ever been, frankly, you wouldn't happen to know if she's mad at me, would you?
Out of game, has Kirly been open with the party about her not liking Aspen?
Very. Vocally. Often.
I'm just picturing like smash cut to later in the later the other day, and it's just Kirly being like, God, I fucking hate Aspen. It's like the only time Kirly swears.
I'm imagining when Kirly and Lowen were doing rock, paper, scissors at each other for half an hour. Part of that exchange was, God, I hate Aspen so much.
I'm picturing a tiny Aspen on my hand as I do this.
Everything dies Kirly.
They didn't even say that! That's been co-opted. Anyway, but yeah, Gwen, you think about all the instances in which Kirly expressed a disquietude about Aspen, which is a very long montage.
Smash gets to Gwen being like, I'm trying. Out of game, I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this without like hurting Aspen's feelings.
They asked.
I know. I don't want to break his
You can
little
just say
owl heart.
yes.
There.
His pronouns are they, them.
They them.
Pronouns.
That's why I said this owl earlier. I couldn't remember.
I mean, honestly, I think it's a mark of a very gender-fucked character that they have been misgendered in both directions.
God bless.
Oh, Aspen, you wonderful little freak. Them Kirly might be a little, but like I wouldn't say that Kirly out and out like.
That's what I thought. That's what I had figured. Listen, Guinevere, I quite like Kirly. I do. She's very bright, and, well, it's nice to have a fellow druid in the ranks of the apprentices. I simply figure I have hurt her feelings somehow, and I'd like to make it up to her somehow.
Oh, well, that's really touching, Aspen.
I don't know how. So, you understand the problem here?
Yeah, I do. Oh gosh, how to make it up to Kirly?
I fear I have been a little too honest with her about a great deal of my ideologies. And as a result, I have salted a couple of wounds that I did not realize she was sustaining. All I can say is whoopsie on that end, but clearly that is not the key to mending anything in regards to how she generally perceives me.
All right. Well, how about I have an idea, if you're willing. I was thinking sometime this week, I wanted to go check in on out of game. It's Kunk, right?
Conk.
Is the Conk. Got it. Not Kunk.
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 I was meaning to go check in on Conk and go into town a little bit. I was going to invite Kirly. If you'd want to come along, I think that would be a great time for you guys to talk and maybe mend some of those old wounds.
Is this what you would call hanging out?
Yes, this is hanging out.
Oh, okay. I suppose I'm going to have to make that work. Guinevere, you are a modern mastermind if I've ever seen one. Well, consider me, as I have often heard other members of the guild say, totally in.
Guys, I'm kicking my feet. I love Aspen.
If there could just be a moment for perhaps Kirly and I to confer, and I can do my best to make her perhaps a little less apprehensive about me.
Of course, just give me a signal and I'll give you guys a little space.
That would be delightful.
Yeah, of course. Listen, last thing I would want is there to be any infighting amongst us friends. We gotta work together, you know?
Well, I wouldn't call it infighting. It's more been in looking at me like I just told her to go fuck herself.
Whoa!
Hey, calm down!
I was that again.
Well, I suppose it's as good of a plan as any.
I agree.
You are quite the social tactician, Guinevere. That's what you are.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
They ruffle their wings, feathers fly all over the place.
Gwyn has no idea what Aspen just said.
Well, indubitably, I suppose I will see you whenever you want this hanging of the out to happen. That's not what it's called. I shall figure it out.
Doing your best.
Thank you. As start flying down the hallway, their back is turned to you. They just do like the owl head turn 180 degrees. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you again, Guinevere.
All right, I'm not at all telling Kirly that they're coming. I know if I tell Kirly's backing out instantly.
And with that, we are going to jump back up to the top of initiative.
Wonderful.
Back with Lowen, with Draven on deck.
All right, I do have something very specific I want to do.
Talk to me.
It's gonna eat up a lot of my points, but
do we want to? Sorry, just to pause. Do you want to take a break?
Yes.
Let's take a 5 in that case.
Okay, beautiful.
It's 8:51. Let's round up and say be back at 8:57. So
Cool.
3, 2, 1, beam. All right. So we're going to get right back to the top of initiative as planned. Thank you for bearing with me, Desmond. Talk to me. What do you want to do next?
Okay.
As Draven is on deck.
So what I'd like to do, I would like to pursue employment in Remnant.
I was really hoping you were going to commit to this.
Lowen is going to, with carefully written out resume and like a little satchel at his side. Lowen is going to walk into town. He's going to go to town. And he will and with his broom, he'll have his push broom with him. Uh, he's gonna stand at the door to Prismo's Emporium. Lowen will gather himself and walk in the door.
Desmond, the fantasy game where you can do whatever you want and you get a minimum wage job.
Of course. Lowen says to God.
Lowen's LinkedIn is popping the fuck off right now, dude.
Lowen linked it. In the fantasy world, LinkedIn actually matters. Anyway.
Hey, I work every day on LinkedIn.
And it'll never get you a job, not these days. I know, hey, I've been there.
Desmond, it's a little too real.
I'm sorry.
Desmond, I'm a recruiter. I reach out to people on LinkedIn all day, every day.
Oh, sorry, hon. I'm so sorry.
All right, let's stop
Hey, hit
pointing
me
and
up.
laughing at Aidan in the trenches and move on with the fantasy game. As Lowen, you pull up that afternoon, and things are already like pretty bustling, all things considered. Some members of the guild here and there are going about their daily business, shopping for groceries, shopping for items, and you. I'll say let's say even our odds as to which one you end up crossing paths with.
Will the vibe be different?
His scale's now the usual Kekleon green as opposed to the gold that you previously saw him. You see that it is Fitz who notices you first. Ah, young Master Lewis! Very good to see you again. Welcome back to the Emporium. How are you doing, my young friend?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Unfortunately, my name is actually Lowen. It's not.
Is that not what I said? Oh, it doesn't matter. What can I do for you, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful, sir. I was actually coming in to inquire if you were looking for any help around the shop as I produce my resume.
He's going to kind of do a double take. Sonny, you're seeking employment here?
I mean, true. As you'll see on my resume, I actually spent a lot of time. A lot of my youth has been spent helping my father at his shop. You'll see that the R&R here. He can. I put information to seek out a reference letter from him if you so need it.
Sorry, 11 years of retail experience at your age?
Absolutely, good sir. I can clean like nobody's business. I am also very adept at the maintenance of magic items. I've had plenty of experience with very, very distinct and unique items within and in the upkeep of them. And I am very adept at learning new skills in order to treat and maintain magic items as the need requires. I think I would be an asset under your employment.
Curious. Talk to me, young Lowen. What kind of salary are you looking for exactly?
I am looking for. Do I know the minimum wage in?
Do not ask me to calculate this right now, guys.
What's the minimum wage? What's the capitalism look like in this world?
One
Is it
silver.
not in the lore doc?
One silver, 5 copper. Anyway.
Okay. Because I'm like, okay. How's this? What's the funniest version of this? Well, I mean, I'm going to be very transparent. I didn't necessarily. I mean, I had an allowance, I suppose, but most of my work was from my father. So, I'm not really sure. I'm looking for whatever can support me in my endeavors as a apprentice explorer of the Coven's Guild. I find that being able to prepare myself with the proper equipment would greatly embolden my endeavors as a growing adventurer, as someone who really wants to do some good in the world. So whatever financial support that this job would provide me would be going straight to that, I can assure you. No frivolities for me.
You're going to have to give me one moment. Brother! As he calls across the Emporium, and within moments, Franz is prancing over. What is it, Vets? Keck conference. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. It goes on like this for a little bit before you hear them finally come to the course. Okay. They both whip around. Fitz looking down at you with your resume in his little claws. You know, Lowen, it has been quite some time since a member of the community here in Remnant has willingly come here to work in the first place, so we are humble, of course. I mean, giving a look at your experiences and your utter enthusiasm for the Prismos Emporium brand, I don't see why not. Let's give this a shot. You're hired.
Wonderful. What will my starting pay be?
That depends. I understand that you are quite busy with your guild studies at the moment. You're quite committed with the guild, so we might have to perhaps limit some of the hours that we would be able to feasibly give you. We would be willing to start you out at a solid 10 hours a week, give or take, with the pay that we would be able to accumulate. That would be about 10 gold pieces a week.
All right.
As I've done the mental math, and I understand now that a silver and 5 copper is literally nothing in the grand scheme of this game, so...
Literally, I was kind of wondering.
And remember, this would be carrying on over the course of the apprenticeship. For as long as you decide to stick with the job.
May I provide a counter offer?
Go on.
We bump up this pay to 12 gold pieces per week, and I will show you why I deserve 15.
Give me a persuasion check, Lowen. You're playing a dangerous game right now, my dude.
I have a +5. A 19.
19, huh? Fitz, his eyebrows go as far as they possibly can on his little reptilian face. Young man, are you trying to barter your pay before you've even worked a single minute here at the Emporium?
Only because I am certain that I can demonstrate the skills that I've provided you on that resume and exceed your expectations.
We're going to have another Kecleon conference. This one's much shorter. Before finally Franz is like, oh, Fitz, forget it. As he pushes his brother out of the way. How about this? We shall leave the door open for you to prove yourself. Of course, while it does seem that you have a great deal of experience, we do have to account for the fact that A, it was all for your father, and B, we have yet to see any of that experience in action. Give us a couple of weeks of your time and effort, and perhaps we would be willing to implement it's called competitive pay, perhaps?
All right.
We'll leave you room to grow.
I'm gonna let you know that I'm not gonna need much growth.
Well, I do hope that prophecy is self-fulfilling. You're hired, as Franz gives you a little handshake.
Has that corner ever been cleaned before?
Oh, no one really goes back there most of the time. It's not
give me
really...
one moment.
I use prestidigitation. It is clean in 6 seconds. Like a whirling derlish of fucking broom work and tail work as it's.
Oh, oops, sorry. Got a little carried away. I'll see you tomorrow.
As I walk out the door.
The fucking flex on these two is crazy. I do think you hear Franz like whisper to Fitz, I mean, he's going to save us on cleaning supplies. I know he's going to save us on cleaning supplies!
I close the door.
Okay.
As I walk back to the guild.
Lowen just like really coming out swinging with like some serious confidence. I love to see it, as Lowen is now down to 5.
I think I'm worse. Am I not worse? How much is it for?
Getting a job, it's 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I will say from here on out, 2 points will be automatically deducted from your total at the start of every downtime in congruence with your gold count increasing.
Now let's see if they give me a discount.
You do. I will say, like, you do end up working your first day on the job, like one evening where you don't have any classes, just to go through like training, orientation, whatever. First of all, the little cap that they give you is ugly. It's modeled after a Kecleon's head. It is really.
Oh
dire.
no!
Oh
no!
It's that plus
it's
like
so
a little
bad.
like color changing bandana that changes color based on whatever color Fitz is rocking that day.
Oh.
But I will say at some point Franz goes, now, of course, as a newfound employee of the Prisma's Emporium, we do offer a great deal of employee benefits, including but not limited to a generous 2% off discount.
Oh.
I'm just messing with you. It's 10. Don't worry.
Oh, thanks. I mean, you're funny.
Okay, and we're gonna move on. Does Lowen choosing to spend his time getting a fucking job?
You put it on the list.
I
Put it on the list.
I do think fully, like, when you tell the other apprentices, there are people who are going to give you shit for it.
Oh, I don't know. Once Lowen sees the cap, like Lowen is like, no one can ever see me like this. The stealth checks Lowen will actually make if anyone goes to the Emporium while he's working.
Yeah. Do any of the party members, like, learn that Lowen is working at the Emporium, I think, over the course of
Lowen
this?
doesn't mention it. Lowen does not mention it.
I
Okay.
want Kirly to figure it out somehow and just never say, wait, can't I, like, a little bit read minds?
Well, we're not going to get into the semantics of that.
Winning rock paper scissors for half an hour straight.
But that was for a bit.
I never say anything, but I'll figure it out.
The non-zero
Lowen will
chance
see
that
Kirly's knowing look.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We'll instinctively
Sitting in the car,
go to pull close the bag that has the awful cap in it.
No one can ever find this. As we're going to move on to Draven with Gwyn on deck.
Before I go, there is one thing I want to say. Desmond, I have a gift for you. If it loads. Yay! Yay! I did it! I made the intimate get-together!
It's not a party. It's an intimate get-together.
And we have our thumbnail.
Aldo party!
Aldo party! Aldo party!
Aldo party!
Don't call it
Aldo
that.
party.
It's just a get-together.
Don't call it that. It's just a lo-fi hangout plus mocktails hangout. Sorry.
Don't spill your drink. Don't drop your food. Don't make the
thought we were
music in the
studying.
archive go boom.
Sinclair told me that if I spill, he'll never let me back in here, so please don't do that.
That's a toilet, not a sink.
That's a toilet. Not a sink.
Anyway, Kylie, talk to me.
I swear this was not planned. Can I go see Conk?
Yeah, you can go see Conk.
I want to go see Conk.
Draven out on the town.
Yeah, he's by himself.
Yeah, you want to make a point for this to be on your own.
Yes.
Great. Draven,
And if I run into anyone else, that's fine.
I think
He's just
Draven, you're like out in the town. Like, I think you go like while there's a magic class happening, so a lot of other people are compromised. As you head into you head to Remnant. We're going to call this visiting a prominent fixture of Remnant, so that'll be for now 1 point. As you see that indeed Conk's crafting bench is open, and you can hear the the rhythmic clamor of Conk working at their anvil from outside.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna roll up. Howdy, Conk. I know there's a bit of a language thing here, but I think I have something that I might want you to look at, if that's okay?
They don't move, they're just looking at you.
Okay, I think he's gonna take out his bag, take his axe, put it nearby, and take out the crystal onyx fragment that we all got, and put it on the bench, and be like, "Can you do anything with this, maybe?"
Now here's the thing. This was not what the crystal onyx fragment was meant to be used for.
I figured, but I want to ask. I want my Monster Hunter weapon!
So is Draven a Swax main or
Hey, he's Charge Blade.
yeah, fucking
You watch as Conk slams the axe down on the anvil and immediately gets to work.
Okay, bet.
Remind me, this is
Hopefully
a
Hopefully I didn't just fuck something up for you.
this isn't like a great axe. This is a great axe.
Let me look. It is it's a great axe because it's two-handed, so it's that way. It's that hot 1d12.
You step out, maybe go to the pollen puff to grab yourself a pastry, give
Hey, how
some
you
time to
doing?
work, and
Hey, how you doing?
you come back, and you almost have to like suppress a bit of a gasp. You see that the crystal fragment has been broken up into many little pieces that are now adorning the axe's exterior, glittering against the glow of firelight. in the furnace.
Thank you.
Kylie, add a +1 great axe in place of your normal great axe.
Yo!
You then see Conk start rummaging through a large pile of like wooden signs and finds the right one. Holds it up. 50 gold.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much. I don't know how much I got paid from last time with the siren.
That should have been 200.
200? Okay, yeah, I'll just yeah.
You leave the exorbitant stack of gold in a bucket for Conk. A bucket that is now simply hanging limp on a wall instead of in the hands of an overeager gremlin Pokemon.
Aww. I think on the way out, I'm gonna just like give him a little pat on the shoulder and be like, I'm glad I got to give you something to do today, dude. I hope you're doing okay.
Pats you on the head. Picks up the hammer again and starts working away at something else. That's going to be 1 point of downtime used to fortify your great axe. And I'm going to say right off the bat, this is not going to work for every single weapon. So,
yay! I figured. I was just like, I wonder if I can do this.
for the creativity of it all, yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool shit.
Yeah, you may add a +1.
Yeah, you would be a charge blade main.
This is going to be a +1 bonus to your attack and damage rolls from here on out. Great. So that is a single point of downtime for you. We're going to move on to Gwyn with Aldo on deck.
Okay. So, I want to invite Kirly and Aspen for a day on the town. I want to stop by Conk's. Though I do not know what Kirly wants to do. So whatever Kirly wants to do as well.
Well, Kirly did have something that she wanted to do in Remnant anyway, is the thing.
Yeah.
I want to get blankets.
Not what I was referring to, but okay.
What else was I gonna do?
I'm not going to be the one to remind you, but...
Wow.
You were invited to go see someone who had heard about your predicament.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, I do want to do that. I genuinely forgot.
So here's what I'm going to do. Is Ash still with us? Ooh, Ash is blurry.
She's gone. She's frozen.
Okay, I'm back.
There she is. So we're going to count this as hosting a small get-together.
Okay.
Which is going to do a bit of a number to your points again.
Yes.
You are now down to 4.
Okay. And is that including visiting Conks, or does that also take from it?
We're going to say we're going to put visiting Conks, like, we're going to build that into this. We're going to do what we did during shopping last time. So, and then Kirly, we're going to bump you down to 6 for attending this. So here's what I'm going to say. We're going to do Gwyn's scene with Conk first, jump to Kirly on her turn, and we can either have the scene with Aspen or the scene with Finian, depending on what you want to like kind of prioritize. Does that work for you too?
Yeah. I'm just picturing that this meetup is that I agree. I was like, okay, Kirly, meet us here. And like I mentioned someone's coming, but I didn't say who. And then you just see me approaching with Aspen, and I just, you know what? Fuck it. Quick question, Tommy. How many words do you get with sending?
25.
Okay. Be cool. 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 Be. Actually, replace that last B, please.
Kelly's like, wonder what that's all about.
I think I said that as you see us approaching.
Yeah, sure enough, the two of you are waiting outside, and you hear them before you see them. Guinevere, Kirly the Kirlia! As Aspen kind of comes to a stuttered, flapping halt before the two of you. I'm here to hang
Hey,
out.
Aspen. Right. So I am going to make my own pit stop. I'm stopping by Conks, and then I'll meet up with the rest of y'all. Curly, you were heading to get blankets, right?
Yep.
Cool. In that case, Aspen, it's your choice if you want to tag along with me or Curly. I think internally, I think I'm like to Aspen, like, you know what to choose.
Ooh, a night out on the town with the girlies. Woohoo, this is going to be fun. Ooh, the privilege of choice is quite difficult to narrow it. Oh, I see what you're doing. Woohoo. Curly.
Hi.
Hello.
All right. So I'm thinking we'll head in together. We'll split off from Conks, and then we'll meet back up. Sound like a plan?
As I've heard said often, sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right.
putting
Yeah, I
their
think the three of us
friendship
headed
on
down.
the line right now. Oh, Gwen, you're such a good person. As
Tell him I said hi.
Will do.
so, Curly, see any cool leaves
That drink
lately?
feels like it's canon.
That drink is something else in the universe.
So, Curly the Curlia, see any cool trees recently? As Gwen leaves for the crafting bench.
I mean, I
I-
did.
I give Aspen a little thumbs up, like two thumbs up as we part.
As Gwen, you head off to Conk's crafting bench. Different day, I think, than when Draven visits. As you once again feel the heat from outside, hear the rhythmic clang of the hammer.
Soothing. As I go in and to see what Conk is up to.
The heat hits you all at once as you swing the door open. Conk is currently working on repairing a shield belonging to someone. You take 2 seconds and you realize it's actually Andreas' shield that they are working on. As they don't turn to look at you or even really acknowledge your presence as you enter.
I think I wait I wait a little bit just to not distract Cog. And once I notice like a bit of a reprieve in the shield bending, I kind of make my presence known. Howdy, Conk. Hi. I just wanted to stop in. I'm real sorry about what happened with Gemini. I don't know if this is the best time to ask, but if you ever need an extra set of hands around here, I'd be more than willing to devote some of my time. I've basically grown up in a forge, so I have a little experience.
Are you trying to get a job at the crafting bench?
I may or may not be trying to get a job at the crafting bench.
You arrested the person who had this job and are now trying to get the job itself.
Not the plan. I had planned since the last downtime to get a job here. It is just a really unfortunate timing.
Conk looks down at the hammer in their hand.
I approach. I take the hammer. I assume he wants me to help on fixing Andreas' shield.
His pronouns are they, it.
They, it.
Dum, 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 dum.
They.
And with a mechanical lumber, backs away from the anvil and just waits.
All right.
Give me a
The
blacksmithing
question
check.
is, you
Go ahead.
got it. I have two questions. One, does Andreas' shield have a name?
We're going to say it's called Homebringer.
Homebringer. That's cute. That's sweet. And follow-up question. I have mending. Can I roll this with advantage?
Yeah, you know what? We'll call it with advantage. This is going to be an intelligence check with your proficiency bonus.
Intelligence with proficiency. Got it. All right. So I think you see Gwyn gets herself comfortable. With everything that she has with her. She takes Homebringer and it's like, all right, Homebringer, let's get you fixed up. And I will now roll this. Please be good. Please be good. That's an 18.
It doesn't take you long to find a really natural flow with it. It has been a minute since you've really sat by your forge and really, really devoted the time towards working on something that hasn't been repairing your own armor or weapons, really. You just sit in comfortable silence, not feeling the oppressive heat or the tight claustrophobia of the forge, simply losing yourself in the work. And within an hour or so, the shield is as good as new.
All right. How does this look, Conk?
Dum, 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 dum. Dum, dum, dum. Puts a hand on your shoulder and just looks at you. Give me an insight check, Gwyn.
Insight, you got this. I'm actually good at these. Yay. That is going to be a 21.
21. Understanding that Conk is a fellow blacksmith, that Conk loses themselves in the work the way you do. You not only sense a strong, burning sense of camaraderie, you also think about the forge, the temple to the ancient architect. You can almost sense a bit of reverie coming from Conk, though they cannot verbalize it. You almost think that what they just witnessed there regarding not as a job, but as a declaration of sorts. This is the closest to moved that you have seen Conk.
What if I sobbed? Oh. Ah, shucks. I do think I think Gwen's a little flustered. I think it's been a while since she's really worked in a forge, and having someone really understand that feeling, I think just kind of gets to her a little bit.
You watch as Conk lumbers over to a corner of the forge and activates the magnet on one of its hand, and you see from a massive little stockpile hidden in the back, gold pieces begin clinging to the magnet. When it hits about 20 or so, they retreat and hold out the hand to you, deactivate the magnet, and the gold pieces fall into your hand.
Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Out of game, what is Conk conveying?
On a 21 insight, this is them telling you absolutely.
I got a job.
We're going to deduct another point for you getting the job in the first place.
Completely understandable.
Um,
Yeah.
So we're going to bring you down to a nice solid 3.
Yep.
As Gwyn has, we are now 2 for 6 in the party going to college and getting jobs.
Yo, I'm Gwen. I'm Lowen, the employed siblings.
Team
We're
employed.
both Southern and we have jobs. Yeehaw.
We're
Southern people have jobs.
You wouldn't think. You would.
Southern people have jobs, and Draven can kill God.
Christ. All right, we're going to see if the employment streak continues. Aldo, talk to me.
Working is for poor people.
Okay.
We haven't brought up all those parents. We own wormholes.
Icarus, you're on deck.
All
right, baby, talk to me.
Time.
Ooh.
Because I realize now with my new master class, Aldo is in all of every class but 2.
You are 6 for 8.
I'm 6 for 8. I gotta lock in. Mainly I want to lock in on alchemy. I want both my master classes.
Yep.
And then how are my grades in all the other classes? Like, am I doing okay?
You've not been getting like grades necessarily. You've not been given like marks for your assessments, but you can tell that you are doing really well.
Okay. In that case, I will do an additional point in. At the end of the day, I'm a wizard, arcane arts, so I'm gonna do 3. Lock in for the 3 intelligence-based classes.
Yeah,
and I will not for fundamentals, understanding natural medicines, combat techniques. So the hard stuff.
Aldo dedicates as much time as possible to studying for his magic classes. Elsewhere in the guild, Sinclair opens a drawer in a kitchen and finds a fork. We're going to move on.
Yeah.
We're going to knock you down to 4. Very solid use of your time. I think that basically, I think everyone is now locked into something. So good to know for when we make those rolls later. We're going to move on to Icarus.
Hey,
Hey.
I want to talk to my mentor figure, my non-toxic mentor figure,
Good. Thank you for clarifying.
that I'm unhealthily already imprinted on.
Okay. Can you narrow it down a little more?
Hello, Altair!
Okay. It could have been not Sinclair. It could have been Serrano. It could have been Serrano.
Yeah, this is also true. No, it's Altair.
So what are you looking to do with Altair specifically?
I don't think well, I've been debating whether I want to spar or whether I want to just talk. I think I want to just talk.
Cool. We'll call it spending time with a member of the guild in that case. Yeah. Like, in what capacity? Are you looking to catch them after class or something a little more informal?
Probably something a little more informal.
I think you genuinely like ask Altair after class one day, and she just goes thoughtfully, "Are you a coffee drinker, Icarus?"
I have to think about this. I don't think he likes it, but for the social game, yes. Yes.
Well, if you happen to not be particularly overwhelmed later this week, during the day, ideally, I would be happy to perhaps confer over a little bit of brew.
I'm free on Thursday.
Sounds like a plan. Pretty sure they don't teach on Thursdays, no?
No, they don't.
No, they don't. So they're
which
also
is why he's free.
Great. Yeah. Altair beckons you to the Melting Pot, which is the other little food, like major food establishment in Remnant that kind of complements the pollen puff. It is this very like, whereas the pollen puff is this like cozy little like it's a tavern, but like cozy and warm and welcoming. The melting pot is this bustling cafe. It is very much regarded as this like place for ceaseless momentum again amidst high traffic. But for a Thursday evening, it's comparatively pretty chill, and it's a welcome change of pace. As sure enough, Altair buys you your drink of choice and sits you down. Has their own little vanilla latte.
Cute.
Yes, I do find that it's nice to get out of the walls of the guild for a change every now and then. As lovely as it is to get to work so tirelessly, I do find the classroom just a tad stuffy every now and then.
Yes, I suppose. I suppose you likely do not leave as often as we do.
Well, I do not live on the guild premises, so I suppose it all comes out even in the wash, but...
Okay, sorry, he makes me sad. He makes me sad. All of my characters are rubbing off on me. I'm making him confrontational. Would Icarus just call them Altair? Or...
They very much encourage people to call them by their name.
Okay. No titles or anything. Wow. Wow. Altair, I'm afraid I have rather an old question for you.
No question too odd to be asked, as I like to say.
Is my magic unsettling?
Would you mind if I asked where you're coming from exactly when you... Well, what has this... Well, I suppose a better question. Has something given you the impression that it is?
I've sensed that a few members of my cohort, as well as Andreas in particular, have been avoiding me since our last mission, where I made extensive use of my abilities.
You see her genuinely consider this. You can tell that they're very much trying not to placate you, but in a sense, like, trying to also be very selective with how they answer this. If I'm to be honest, I don't think I would use the word unsettling. First of all, I think that does you a disservice. I understand the stigma against ghost-type Pokemon can already be quite frustrating in and of itself, and I don't think by sheer nature of what magic you possess nor how you choose to use it inherently is unsettling. It's a curious way to put it. If I can offer you what I have witnessed myself, Icarus, you are a... And I do not say this to placate you. You are an astoundingly talented sorcerer for your age. Your dedication to your craft it has been evident from the very moment that you first floated into my classroom all those weeks ago. And your commitment to learning new things and taking that knowledge and finding unique ways to apply it. You understand magic on a fundamental level that Pokemon, even my age, I find sometimes struggle too. And I think that's very, very commendable. As your professor, I would say that with great power comes great responsibility. Because while I do find that your magic is incredibly impressive and your offensive prowess is one to be admired, I think it is what you choose to do with it that can prove even more important. I would not call it unsettling, Icarus, but it was not lost on me how you had handled your confrontation with young Nikolai when you were made to duel them for the showcase. And given what I know about you as a student and what I know about you as a spellcaster, I think if there is one lesson that there is merit to be learned, it is the lesson of knowing when to hold back. Because I think the temptation, and I do think this comes from you being very young and still, even with your great power, learning what to do with that power. The temptation to throw everything that you have within you against the wall, hoping that every single bit sticks, and just powering through any confrontation. It is not a strategy to be scoffed at, but it's not a strategy that applies to every single situation. I think what I've noticed is that you have a tendency to overcompensate at times. And the remarkable thing is that that is a very, very good problem to have. If you could even call it that, frankly. I think it's quite indicative of how much you've learned, how much you inherently know, and how much you trust yourself and your own abilities. I think one of the reasons why I'm so impressed with you is because you have a level of confidence in yourself that, frankly, I would say very few of my students in the past have had before. And your confidence is very measured. But I do think there is merit in trusting when to know what is enough.
I see.
I apologize. I've thrown quite a few words at you rather directly, but...
No, that's very helpful. So, if I'm understanding correctly, if I'm understanding correctly, I do come across as intense.
I'm not going to speak for other people, Icarus. And I'm not going to speak on things that I have not seen myself. They would be frankly disingenuous. I do believe that you have exhibited an intensity in battle that at points can be more appropriately measured. Should you hone the temptation to go all out and burn through all of your energy as quickly and as efficiently as possible in order to come out of a scenario victorious. I think there's a temptation to delight in power, Icarus. I do not fault you for it. In fact, I find it rather natural. Any Pokemon with the kind of knowledge and the kind of skill that you would have at your age would do the exact same thing. And I do believe that you are smart enough and you're mature enough to be able to recognize this and perhaps measure yourself in these scenarios.
I have a... I'm gonna ask a slightly more philosophical, perhaps, question.
Shoot.
It's very clear that he is very hesitant to ask this, and while his first question he was clearly thinking about it, this has been weighing on him a bit. So much of what I am built to do, what I'm capable of doing, of the gifts that have been granted to me, Batiste had, well, I'm sure you saw. Actually, was Icarus there for that? He saw the aftermath. I don't think he was there for Draven.
You definitely heard about it.
Yeah, I heard about it, but was not there.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were there, actually. Even though I was
Are
not.
you referring to the exhibition match between him and, I believe, Draven, Ronnie, their names?
Yes. He expressed to me later a feeling of disgust with himself. In terms of enchantments. But, Altair, that's what I do. That's most of what I do. That's the only power I have.
And you have the power to recognize that you and Batista are on completely different journeys.
You don't think I'm bad for using it?
Icarus, you're not trying to imply that that's how you feel, are you?
I'm implying that that is how others feel about it.
Batista, he's on his own journey. His background is very different, his skill set is very different, and his intentions are very, very different from yours. I cannot speak for how others may regard you for how you have held yourself on the battlefield, Icarus. But when Batista recognized that he had done harm unto someone, his first instinct was to find a way to carry forward to ensure that that didn't happen again. It's not an easy journey. It certainly requires a great deal of reflection and reevaluation of this tool set that he had been honing his entire life, but, well, I obviously do not want to speak for him too much, but I do find that, if nothing else, his effort is very commendable. If you fear that you have done genuine harm, Icarus, then I must ask you, where do we go from here?
Oh, No, that's just the thing. He doesn't feel like he's done that. It's not that. It's... well... I suppose this is not a problem you can solve. I simply worry about how me, the way that I am, the abilities I have, I realize they're not so welcoming as, or warm as someone like Guinevere. I worry that I will be perceived as something I do not see myself as.
There's a curious glint in Altair's eye as his head tilts to the side ever so slightly. Well, Icarus, I don't think you're bad, and I would be surprised if anyone truly believed that themselves to their core. I don't think trepidation comes about for no reason. So, I ask you this. Are you here at the guild because you want to do good? Or are you here because you want to be powerful?
Session 16, you can't ask me this. Okay.
Consider it. Consider it, my friend. Do not let it haunt you, but really, really ask yourself, what is it you want? Every day when you come into class, or when you spar with one of your classmates, or when you find yourself in the heat of battle in a mystery dungeon, how much of you is playing to win? Really think about it. And I think once you do, you will surprise yourself. Icarus, and not in ways that are to be feared. They get up, leave the amount of poking needed for the appropriate payment. Rest well, my friend. I will see you in class next week.
Thank you, Altair.
And they leave you alone.
And he sits there for a while. Yeah, he sits there for a while before going back.
Lord have
Much
mercy.
too late.
Okay, so we're going to move on to Kirly. I'm going to very quickly, say this now just so we can get ahead of ourselves. We're going to be kind of wrapping up downtime at the start of next session, just to make sure that we cover our bases. What is going to happen is we are going to do one scene with Kirly today, and it is going to be, Lori, I think I'm going to let you pick whether or not you want this to be your scene with Aspen or your scene with Finian.
Aspen, because I'm ready. I've been scheming.
I'm scared.
You should be.
Okay. From there, we are going to do our roles for classes, and then we are going to do our check-ins with Lennox. Aidan, you are going to go first so that you will be able to be out of here by 10:30. if you're okay with not being here for the rest.
I'd love to be here. I do in fact have to like go to a different office tomorrow, and
Yeah.
this is going to be a whole thing.
Yeah. And
Gotta
listen,
make my rounds to the colleagues in the other office.
I said at the beginning of the session, soft cut off 10:30, hard cut off 11. So we will go from there. But we are going to, before we do that, Kirly. Oh, Kirly. Give me 1 second.
Hurt my shoulders.
Kirly, as Gwen is off kind of getting up to her nonsense over at the forge, the longer time passes, the more you realize that Gwen has been fucking scheming, because she is gone for just short of an hour, and all that time you are stuck alone with Aspen, who, not gonna lie, is not starting strong. A lot of awkward pauses interspersed with uncomfortably posed questions about trees and forests and leaves. Give me an insight check, Kirly.
I would like to say, where the fuck? Okay, that's a later problem. It fell. $17.
Not bad. On a 17, I think what you get first and foremost is that Aspen is keenly aware of how you feel about them in this present moment. And they do not know what to do about this.
That makes me feel bad, though.
They are really making an earnest attempt to try and meet you at your level, except they have no idea how to. And any any attempt at kind of trying to play to your interests is really just kind of falling flat on its face, as you two are just sort of like perched on a bench in the remnant town square as the sun is starting to go down. Oh yes, the glow of the sunlight against the remnant leaves.
I like leaves.
Yes, you've said that.
Well, there's not much else to talk about.
So here's my question, Laura. Is Kirly going to initiate this conversation, or is Aspen going to?
Curly's going to, because I feel bad.
Yeah, okay, fair.
But unfortunately, I am just as awkward as Aspen, so I don't know how to make Curly do that.
Sorry about that. Floor is yours.
I can't open with "Why are you an asshole?"
Well, that level of directness coming directly off the heels of Icarus like fighting for his life not to ask if he's a bad person.
So what do you care about? We've talked a lot about leaves. What do you care about?
What do I care about?
Yeah, like, I like leaves.
Well,
I don't think either of us like what's happening right now, so.
Well, if you're looking for an itemized list, I will care about forests and, well, nature in its entirety. I care about my mothers. I care about the guild.
What do you like about forests?
that through life and death they prevail.
But they don't always.
You see a far-off look in their eyes as they say this. It's not so simple as that, though, is it? I don't think it is, at least.
I mean, my home is dying. My home is a forest. There doesn't seem to be anything we can do about it. Doesn't seem like it's prevailing right now.
Kirly, my parents, they are clerics of life and death. One of the beginning of life and one for the ending of it. And when that is the environment that you are raised in, you come to understand it very differently. I myself have found that the thing is that when things die, and things do die, well, everything does, unfortunately, it's not the end of a cycle, it's simply the start of a new one.
That feels very different when your whole home is dying and there's nowhere for the hundreds of people that have surrounded you your whole life to live anymore.
Do other Pokemon not accept that so easily as I do?
No. Can't just watch everyone around me be forced out of their homes as everything we've ever known decays. In a really weird way, too. This is not normal.
Kirly, I think I understand now. All of my life I have been told that death is not something to be feared. After all, a tree may survive for months or years or decades, but even when it falls to ruin, the seedlings that come from it starts the cycle all anew again. So many of us, when we leave our lives ourselves, we find new ones. How many Pokemon do you know who pass away, who find themselves reincarnated as ghosts? There's no one linear path when it comes to mortality, and I suppose it's never frightened me the way it frightens others.
I'm not so much scared of death when it comes to myself, but it's like my whole house is crumbling down around me, and everyone around me doesn't have anywhere to live anymore.
And you can't accept that.
Well, no, we've really grown accustomed to having, like, shelter and stuff. I assume you wouldn't love it if your roof fell apart on top of you either.
Kylie, you do recall that I, too, lived in Virtue Woods for a very long time. I departed because of the very deterioration you speak of now.
We can't all leave.
Okay. You see this decay and this death happening all around you, and you don't know how to accept it. It's not a failing. I'm just stating a fact. You can't accept it.
No.
Yes or no?
And I mean, if you saw it, you saw it's not just dying like a tree dies. The whole place is falling apart. Something's wrong.
Kirly the Kirlia. It means something to you. But
Yes.
and if I told you that the things that are important to you, if I told you they were important to me too, would you believe me?
I mean, it depends. Because you've made it very clear that the forest that I guess we grew up in is dying, and it doesn't seem to affect you.
But it affects you.
Well, yes.
If it's important to you, it's important to me.
We barely know each other.
Well, let's start then. Look, Kirly, I fear that I have been very insensitive, and for that I do want to apologize.
I suppose I can forgive you.
We might not see eye to eye on this exactly, but fundamentally, also, you're right.
And
There's
you
a
are
difference.
too.
There's a difference between death and murder. And, well, if that's in the vein of what you're worried about, perhaps it's worth trying to fight that battle.
I mean, one tree dying isn't concerning. Forest fires, well, they're concerning, but you know what causes them. You know why it happened. I can't just watch my home and my community go away when I know there's something I can do. That's why I'm here.
But you wouldn't want to do that alone, now would you?
No.
I would like to help you, Kirly. I don't know how, and I don't know what I can do, if I'm to be honest, but if it would mean something to you, then I'd like it to mean something to the both of us.
You know, it was your home too. Surely you have some fond memories there.
I'm not a sentimental person, Kirly, but it doesn't deserve it.
You might not be a sentimental person, but or bird.
We're all people in the grand scheme of things. Like,
But you lived there. You remember things. I can't imagine it doesn't make you even the slightest bit sad to think of your favorite memory as a child with your parents
Kirly, we're different people.
no longer existing.
I don't have to have that personal connection to understand that there is an injustice being done.
Thank you.
You don't need to take my offer. I want you to know that if you need help, it's a tall order trying to do it alone.
I would like some help. And I would like to be friends with somebody who knows how beautiful our hope once was.
And I'm sorry if I was rather insensitive about everything. I think I was so determined to make people understand the way I think that I failed to understand how you did.
And I think I didn't understand what you were saying.
Well, consider ourselves even then. Thank you.
Thank
the
you.
Kirlia. So have you been seeing any cool leaves recently? And we're going to cut
I
away.
actually have, and I then go and rant about all the cool leaves at the wedding.
Great. As we are going to cut away.
I did it!
You did it!
I did it!
Great. As we're going to count this as time spent, quality time spent with with a fellow apprentice. So that's going to be 1 point, bringing you down to 5. So, I'm going to say this with an understanding of what time we have left. Let's do our class rolls. We're going to make that the last thing that we do for the night, I think. And then have like one little scene that Aidan does not need to be present for. So, let's do this, shall we? All right, we've got 7 classes to roll for. So I'm going to skip the narration here and just have this be as straightforward as possible. We are going to be starting with Introduction to Combat Technique. So I'm going to change over the music as we do so. This is going to be, hold on. All right. Introduction to Combat Tactics. I'm going to need either an athletics, acrobatics, or constitution saving throw from every single one of you. Please specify which one you are rolling for when you make those in the chat. The DC for this is going to be 12. So.
And locking in gives you advantage?
And locking in gives you advantage.
Okay, just making sure.
Oof.
All right, don't tell me what you get right off the bat. Oh, no worries.
I'm just so fast.
Okay, everyone slow down. Okay, so we have Aldo, con save of 8. That's going to be a fail. Okay, everyone please slow down.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
You're good.
Draven, an 11, huh?
I rolled a 3.
That sucks. Okay. That's really close, though, so we're going to call that more of a neutral than a fail. Lowen, 24 acrobatics.
Papa Up King.
17 on the die.
Okay. Kirly is going to pass with a right on the dot with a con save of 12. Gwyn, what do you get?
13 con save.
That's going to be a success, just barely. And finally, with your lock-in, Icarus.
I chose. I need you to know that I chose acrobatics for flavor,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's not my best roll. Does it actually change anything?
Not really. It's more like what you kind of choose to flavor this as.
Okay, yeah. I still pass, so it's fine.
13, great. All right, so that is successes from 4 of 6 party members. We're going to move on to advanced tactics. So, Draven and Lowen, this is for you, and I believe both of you are rolling with advantage,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
Is this the same set of skills we can choose?
Yes, we're going to call this a DC 16.
Yes. Come on, go.
Dirty 20.
That's going to be a pass.
Yeah, that's 14 acrobatics.
Okay, that's not quite a fail. More of a sort of neutral. Draven, on Dirty 20 is definitely going to do it. Lovely. We are going to move on to elementary studies in the arcane arts. That is going to be Icarus, Kirly, Gwyn, and Aldo. This is going to be a And we're going to call this an Arcana check. DC is going to be 12. And I believe Aldo locked in on this one. So that's going to be advantage.
I did advanced. Oh, no,
you did both. You did both.
Right. $21.
Okay, hold on. Like, very comprehensively writing everything down. Okay, Aldo 21, Gwen Nat 20 from Icarus.
What class is this again? I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Elementary arcane.
Elementary studies. Basic magic.
Do I take these?
No.
Thank you. I was wondering. I was
Definitely
confused
not.
about like general studies.
Yeah, it's like specialized, like how the basic medic class is specialized, where if it's like your minor, you still go.
But
Yeah,
we
so-
have to do the martial one.
Yeah. I do want to make it known that this is the second Nat 20 that Icarus has gotten on this class specifically, because he did so
Icarus
the
Pat.
first time.
Banger.
16 flat and a dirty 20, which results in a success for all 4 of you. Very nice. Let me just notate this real quick. I'm like making so many little mistakes, and that is okay. I have never done anything wrong in my entire life.
Well,
Advanced Arcane Studies
Personal.
is next. So that's going to be Aldo, Kirly, and Icarus, who are all locking in and who are all rolling at advantage. Do not tell me what you get. This is going to be an Arcana check as well.
I'm just putting the names to break it up in the Zoom chat, so it's easier to read.
wait, real quick, can I guidance myself?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Aldo, what did you get?
Natural 20.
Fuck off, Aidan. What do you mean?
I want to see if I can get past 30. There's a 28.
28. Oh.
I've never been so locked in.
My god. Kirly, what did you roll?
21.
21. That's going to be a rousing success as well for a class that you are now seeing significant improvement on after failing the first time. And Icarus, what did you get?
Also a 21.
Beautiful. So a lock-in well spent as we have a nat 20 and 2 21s. Everyone passes for this tier. Fundamentals of Exploration is next. So I want everyone to give me either History, Nature, or Survival. The DC is going to be 10. And this is going to be advantage with Kirly and Lowen.
And what are we rolling that one?
Choose History, Nature, or Survival. Do not tell me what you roll. I'm going to go down the line here. It's going to be a lock-in from Kirly and a lock-in from Lowen. All right, has everyone rolled?
Oh, there we go.
Great. Icarus, we'll start with you. What do you got?
Dirty 20 in history.
Dirty 20 History. That's going to be a pass. Lowen.
Dirty 20 survival.
Dirty 20. That is going to be a pass. Kirly.
12 nature.
That's going to be a pass still.
Yeah, well, my other one I rolled a 2. So.
Guys, this class is not hard. Gwen, what'd you
Rolling dice is.
11 survival. I rolled a 5.
get? By the skin of your teeth.
Yeah.
Draven.
Survival, I got a 6 because I rolled another 3.
Oh no.
Dare I say this is a little, like, relevant, maybe?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
And finally,
absolutely.
Aldo.
You ever have one of those moments where you roll a dice and you're like, surely I failed this check, but by somehow you just pass?
Yeah.
I rolled a 2 on the dice for a 10 history. In my head, Aldo's not paying attention to this class at all. He thinks this class is beneath
A
him.
joke. Yeah.
Oh
He's
my,
like,
he's
Glenn is barely older than me. I don't respect them.
My God.
Aldo says to himself.
Well, everyone passes except for Draven, noticeably.
Aldo's the genius kid with like
Environmental
like
storytelling.
looking up other shit but acing the test at the end of the week.
I've jailbroken my Texas Instrument calculator to have internet, so I was like on YouTube.
Jesus. All right. So, remind me, natural medicines. This is Gwen, Draven, who else? Aldo, yes.
Right? Because I have to be in the base level to be in the high level, right?
Wait, no, because you're not a medicinal, you don't have a medicinal minor.
Right. Me taking alchemy was more of
It's completely separate.
hard. Okay.
So
great.
this is just going to be Gwen and Draven in this case for what is it for understanding natural medicines. This is going to be a DC 15 medicine check.
I am not confident. Yeah, I am not confident in that. It's a hot 8.
Yeah,
Dirty 20.
that's going to be a pass for Gwen.
Yeah. You don't know what he's doing, dog.
And finally, brewing and alchemy, which both Gwen and Aldo are rolling with advantage.
Got it.
Don't tell me
what is this check?
Don't. I'm not going to say. Don't tell me what you roll until you make the roll.
I have
What
rolled.
is the thing we're adding to?
Oh, duh. This is going to be intelligence plus proficiency.
For me or for both of us?
Both.
Great.
It is a
I
crafting
rolled.
check.
Given that I have proficiency in alchemy tools, so I add extra to this?
No, I'm saying this as like both of you have proficiency in this already.
Hard.
All right, with advantage, Aldo, what did you get?
19.
Okay.
Not great, but
I got a 17.
Aldo, between you and Gwen, you pass. The DC was 18.
Bah!
Though I will say, Gwen, we're not going to call that a failure, falling just short. Again, this is going to be more of a neutral.
Okay. Thank God.
Gwen
I don't
had to
wanna
lock in
have to
so exponentially much for this class.
Hold on, can you give us one moment, Aspen? Aldo, we are so fucked.
I knew Hepzibah had it in her. Holy shit.
Oh my
She does
God.
not fuck around. Yeah,
And at
Hepzibah.
one point, I asked clarification on the question, and she just went, "Figure it out, bitch." Like,
Although I don't know if you pray to a higher power, but you might want to
certainly
start.
do not.
Okay, I'll pray for
Yeah.
you.
The embellishment is insane, as that is going to wrap us up for our rolls. Thank you so much for everyone for bearing with me. Aiden, go to bed. I love you so much, babe.
It's been so fun,
Bye,
y'all.
Aiden.
Bye, folks.
I did.
Bye.
Could I be annoying, Tommy?
Yes.
Am I able to spend a downtime point to re-roll my advanced tactics? I'm so unsatisfied with my roll.
Yes, you can. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, spend it. Go spend a point. Yeah, because you can do that.
And is
Oh,
it,
you can
is it a
spend a point to
re-roll of
fuck.
the advantage?
I'm gonna say
I'm spending a point with this paper, please.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. To be clear, under the others section, you can re-roll any skill check or saving throw during downtime using 1 point. I'm going to say no re-roll with advantage.
Fuck. Okay, I'm doing it anyway. Fuck.
I don't think I'm gonna retroactively reroll anything, so
Like, it's a 16, right?
Yes.
I have to get a 9 or higher to succeed in this class.
Go for it.
And I want it so bad.
Let's go. Let's
Okay.
go. 19 acrobatics.
Brilliant. There we
I'm-
go.
I'm-
That's what we like to see.
I'm altering what I got earlier. I'm editing it. Fuck.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
I'm gonna do well.
Lowen, with that extra push, with that extra momentum, you are able to afford yourself some extra focus, and it seems like it is just enough.
This class is so hard. Why?
Last call. Does anyone want to make any extra rolls or re-roll anything specifically? Nope.
I passed everything, right?
Let's double check. Yeah, Kirly passed
Okay.
all four.
Good student. Good student.
It was
I
like
failed some shit, but it's in character, so it's okay.
Draven's not
Kirly
known for
would
being like
not
a
fail.
great. Draven is no academic.
Curly
Fine.
didn't leave her entire home to fail.
I'm perfectly fine with just with the only class I didn't pass being the hardest one. I can make peace with that.
You failed by one. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, like I can make peace.
Great. So, just checking in with everyone.
Hi.
I know I said 11 cutoff. Do we want to stick with that?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to, yeah.
Sunny is like, you will stick to it or bad things will happen.
I
Great.
will fall asleep on.
I've unfortunately
I
kind
will
of been falling
remake
asleep
Evelyn.
low key, but I'm ready to go till 11.
That is
I
totally
will take
fine.
Fog Cloud.
No.
I got a little headache, but I will power through.
I
I
also
got
have to
this.
be up.
I have water.
Yeah, I also have to be up at 7 tomorrow, so like I'm okay with ending at 11.
That is so real.
So we're going to not continue downtime formally per se, but there was 2 more scenes that I wanted to do. One with Kirly and one with Icarus. Is that okay with everyone else?
Yeah.
Desmond, Ash, Kylie, you're cool with that?
Yes.
I appreciate you guys being troopers. Thank you. We're going to do the one with Kirly first.
Oh no.
Kirly, did you still want to go check in with Finian?
Yes.
Well then,
I have to go back to that message though.
yeah. The short of the message was essentially like, hey Kirly, it was really great to like meet you, albeit under the circumstances that we did meet. I caught wind of some of what you've been dealing with from someone at the guild, and as a fellow druid, I think I might be able to help. Just come
Yeah.
stop by anytime. I could use the company.
Yes, there it is. Yes, I would like to do that.
Yeah. Is this the same evening that you're out with Aspen, out of curiosity?
I think so.
So you're going to bring Aspen along?
Yeah.
Cute. Love it. Kirly,
The arc I wasn't ready for today.
as the sun is starting to set, you make your way towards where you know Grecidian Gardens lie. It's a corner of Remnant that you haven't seen yet, and as soon as you step foot, you wonder why it's taken you this long. It is this beautifully preserved botanical garden with flowers of every single size and color you could ask for, massive sweeping palmy trees and thorned thistled bushes. It's more of a like small park than anything else, but it is very well kept. You see an elderly looking Motham is very fervently watching over the gardens themselves, just kind of tending to everything, and sees you and Aspen approaching from a distance, kind of flutters up to you rather fastidiously. Children, we do close the gardens in a couple of minutes, you are aware.
We're here to visit Finian.
And I'm an adult.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh, you're friends of Finian. Yeah, hold on. Hey, Finn! You got visitors! Coming! As from the little kind of apothecary, the main storefront of the gardens themselves, the door swings open, and Finian has like his arms full of seed packets that he has clearly been interrupted in the process of sorting them. You see, he looks a little frazzled and overwhelmed, but upon seeing you, the expression lightens. Oh, hi, Kirly. I'm just going to put all these down. So sorry, just give me a moment. As he rushes back into the apothecary, the Motham, Yarrow is his name, just kind of sighs. Yeah, that's about right. As soon, Yarrow dismisses you, and Finian, okay, hello, good to see you again. How are you doing?
Good, it's been a weird day.
Fair enough. I've seen you at Aspen, right? Yes, hello. Yes, well, was there anything in particular that you wanted from me, Kirly? I fear the apothecary is closed at the moment, but...
I believe you sent me a letter saying you might be able to help me.
Yes. Do you want... Walk with me. I think a little better when I'm on the move. As you start to kind of follow him down this path in the gardens. So, I was informed by Deputy Guildmaster Glenn, and I've been hearing some things about Virtue Woods that, well, as, you know, from one forest dweller to another, it sounds rather concerning. And I wanted to know what it is exactly that you yourself have observed, because you would know better than anyone else exactly how everything has been going down as of late.
I mean, the forest is dying at a very rapid rate and in a very weird way. Instead of dying like normal, the trees seem to be like crumbling to ash, as if they were once on fire, but they're not. I know what a dead tree is. This isn't normal. And also, Aspen lived there too, so they might have some information too.
Crumbling. That is troubling, Kirly. Very, very troubling. I don't think there's an easy way for me to say this. There's no way that that's happening on its own.
No, I didn't think so.
No natural decay would be so rapid, nor would it be so, frankly, gruesome in the sort of natural sense. This is a special kind of decay, one that is very likely happening by the hand of another Pokemon.
How can we stop it?
That's going to have to depend on the who and the what. The troubling thing is, Kirly, if we don't exactly know what is being done, then it might be hard to produce an antidote when we don't exactly know what the poison is, if that makes sense. And I understand it's difficult given that you're away from home at the moment. It might be... I couldn't ask you to just pack up your things and go back to Virtue Wood so you can...
I mean, I have a case of dead leaves if you want to look at them.
Oh, all
You think I don't bring that with me? My whole purpose for being here is to save my home. Of course I brought some dead leaves. I brought some live ones too, but I'm wearing them.
Have them on you now?
Can I?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, well. Let's see them then. As Kirly, give me a nature check with advantage, as Finian's going to give you the help action.
$11.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Did
Roll
you?
a 6 and a 7.
Oh, Finian lets out a. Oh, you can re-roll that if you want.
Do I want to? I will try.
You're gonna re-roll?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna knock you down 2 points in that case.
Good lord. Please. That's a 6.
Fuck. Ha again! It's really funny because I also rolled for a joke and I got a 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor Curly's getting 6-7 into fucking oblivion. Brutal. Finian lets out a. Well, if it narrows anything down, this is nothing like I've seen before. I almost don't want to touch it at the risk of it crumbling away. I think on an 11, you are able to determine that the vitality of these leaves are being drained. It is clear to you that there is some kind of energy sink that is drawing from these leaves, and maybe by extension the forest. You're just not sure what that sink exactly is. This seems like the work of a Pokemon who might be drawing nutrients from the trees, the leaves themselves. There are plenty of Pokemon out there who do exactly that, but I don't know, it's unusual, the fact that this is how it's manifesting. Like it's
Is there any
drawing so much energy that the tree has nothing left to spare for itself.
Is there any possible way this has to do with the missing stones and stuff?
I couldn't tell you that.
I was afraid of that.
Well, give me a history check, Kirly.
Yes, because that's gone so well for me today. Oh, sure. Fucking 15.
Okay.
What was that 2 minutes ago?
You are also thinking about the fact that you think back to what Glenn has been teaching you in Fundamentals of Exploration. Mystery dungeons are anomalies. They crop up in random pockets of natural environments and fuck with everything within them. Virtue Woods isn't a mystery dungeon, not the way that Curious Woods is. But as more mystery dungeons blink into existence, the natural world at large, the world that was there before the dungeons were, grows more and more warped. And things happen that maybe shouldn't necessarily. I feel rather confident in saying that it is the work of another Pokemon. But what Pokemon will be going out of its way to draw so much energy from an entire biome such as the forest? That is a harder question to answer.
Am I supposed to have an answer?
I wish I did. Look, Kirly, I wish I could be more of greater assistance. Admittedly, a great deal of my studies as of recently have just kind of flown the cuckoo's nest over the last year, so my knowledge is a tad blurry, but even if we don't have a confident answer at this very moment, do know you have an ally here. I hate to see something happen as grisly and as devastating as what you've described to me, and what we are seeing here now, it pains me to know that so many Pokemon are suffering the way that you and your family are.
We don't have anywhere else to go.
Well, no forest was planted and grown overnight, as I like to say. I am happy to do the research that I can, poke around where needed. You know, my connections do permit me a great deal of freedom in Curios Forest. Perhaps there might be an answer waiting for me there. It's. I understand it's not much, but I do hope that you are able to at least take solace in the knowledge that you are by no means alone in this. And whatever I can do, well, beyond this point at least, say the word. I would be happy to for a fellow druid.
Thank you.
Of course. Yes, and if you ever need anything else, I would truly, I would be happy to. It brings me a great deal of joy to see other apprentices really gain from their time at the guild. If I can help with that at all.
I'll let you know.
Of course. I'm sorry again, but do know I don't leave the gardens often, so if you ever need me, you're certain to find me here.
I mean, it's beautiful. I wouldn't leave here often either.
I mean, honestly, right? It's my little happy place. Well, do take care of yourself, Kirly. I hope that you're able to find the answers that you need.
You too. And I will keep looking. Thank you.
So, while it might not be the most fruitful search, it is indeed a search nonetheless. Last scene for the night. Icarus.
Yeah, boss.
You are at the melting pot alone for much longer than you meant to be. The conversation with Altair, the words they had to offer you, discomforting, to say the least. And as you feel yourself rising to leave, to return to the guild, you feel it. The pull. It's getting late. But you know you wouldn't be feeling this if there weren't any reason to.
Yeah, we've been due for this. He's gonna go.
Icarus, you duck deeper into the forest, looking over your shoulder every now and then to ensure that you aren't being followed, which thankfully you feel confident you aren't. When you finally make your way to that clearing, you feel her presence before you see her. That Delphox. Quite the charlatan.
Well, how do you mean?
Oh, we haven't met. But I've been watching him, Icarus.
You're a little quiet.
Sorry. We haven't met. But I've been watching him, Icarus. I've been watching you.
Clearly.
So, you've been putting quite a great deal of work in, haven't you?
To what end? I'm not sure.
Me neither. From the shadows, the form of the jagged bayonet emerges. And when you see Nemesis draw herself from the darkness. There is no smile on her face. Rather, just a silent, unnameable intensity.
Did you see that Sableye? What happened to her?
There we go. Word gets around. I do find the whole affair rather curious, don't you?
You know what it was?
Magical artifacts. Unknowable power. Darling, I've done this dance before. I should call myself lucky that you know better than that little gremlin. But then again, I have to wonder, Icarus, just exactly how intentionally you have been using your time here at the guild. It's been a month, no?
What is it that you want me to do? I've been spending nearly all of my time attempting to assert and maintain influence.
And yet you have proven caustic.
Not to everyone. Not too many, matter.
But enough. Icarus. And a dark claw enveloped in necrotic energy rises from in front of Nemesis and caresses your cheek. They're taming you.
I'm caustic because I'm not tamed.
You sound so certain, and yet, it is a great deal of ambition to stockpile when nothing is being done with it.
What would you have me do with it? It's a process. Gain trust, especially when I'm like this. He's clearly upset about it.
Icarus, it's time you learn a very important lesson in the grand scheme of all of this. You have been quite steadfast in playing by their rules. Playing the game as you are expected to. It might feel like success when you do so, in a way that feels fulfilling, but Icarus, you know better than to play by a rule book. You know what you are capable of. And yet you hesitate to truly embrace it. You know the presence with which you wander this world, and yet you suppress it in the name of assimilation.
If I want to maintain a status at all, if I don't want to be like the Black Gods. Not only do they have a horrible reputation, they are also not exactly the most competent, clearly.
Well, they're hooligans. That's different.
But what you suggest, if I don't play by the rules, I fear that I am going to be subject to a similar fate.
Oh, Icarus, you do seem to be conveniently forgetting that you are infinitely smarter than that toxicroak scoundrel that calls himself a leader. Do you know how much of their yammering I have to hear around this forest? They're insufferable.
You speak with them.
Oh, no, but I have to hear them. Icarus, I do not need you to revel in rebellion. I do not need you to openly defy the authorities with claws thrust in the air and all formalities thrown to the wind. But you are climbing a totem pole. One with very many pegs to ascend. Are you going to settle for the mid-pack? Are you going to settle for just getting by? Icarus, there is something that the Guildmaster has not told you. There's a reason she is so intimately familiar with those artifacts.
What is it?
Well, I can't say I know for sure. But she's had her own brush with it. Her own taste of that power. And I have to wonder what might remain of that moment of a past.
I see.
She fears it more than anything else. It is a string to be pulled, Icarus. One of many.
What are you suggesting I do?
Seek that power. You now know what it looks like. You now understand what it does. And I do have to wonder just how fittingly the key of Lennox fits into this lock.
I see. That's not information that she's likely to give. To an apprentice.
But I know you. Always up for a challenge.
I think I have an idea. Apologies about the stones. Sending stones.
You do what you must. I would rather you not find yourself in a position where you're being caught.
She was asking after them, and so my apologies. but I don't believe I will be caught.
Well, I suppose we're just going to have to trust it then. I don't mean to alarm you, but someone is coming. Think on it. And
Translucent.
she retreats into the darkness again.
He goes invisible, or dematerialized rather, and hides in the tree.
You dematerialize. You feel your form fade away. Let yourself be one with the night. And you hear footsteps again. And distantly calling out. God, I can hear you! You know that! Where the fuck are you? Andreas's voice. You see him tearing through the woods, eventually stumbling out into the clearing. Look, I know you can hear me. I just want you to stop playing with me already. Because I know you're listening to me. I know you can hear me. Tabby.
Did they just say Abby?
Tabby.
Tabby.
Look, whatever it is that I have done, I am sorry. I want to make it better. I want to. I want to help you. I need you to help me too. Please, you might be the only one. And I can't do this on my own. Fuck you! Stupid. And you watch as they take their shield, which looks good as new. It is shining in its state, and slams it into a tree not very far away from you. What am I going to tell Quinn? But if you want to just let us keep tearing ourselves apart, you win! I don't even know why I keep trying. And with that, he departs into the wood. And you hear a voice, Icarus, though you cannot see her. You know she is there. Now, wasn't that interesting? Talk about a string to pull. And with that, she's truly gone. And that is where we're going to end session for tonight.
Ugh.
Thank you all so much.
Every time I play this game, I feel like I turn into the picture of Pim from Smiling Friends, where he's just like shriveled up like a raisin on the chair.
That's how I'm feeling.
Guys, it's okay. It's Pokemon. Everything's gonna be okay.
I feel like I actually did good roleplay for once, though, so that's nice.
You did phenomenally.
For once?
I was
I'm
so
very good at
invested.
roleplay.
I was pretty proud of last time, of the wedding session. I won't lie.
Despite the fact that I was not staring at the screen, I was in fact very invested in everybody this time. This was very good.
Yeah, this was
Well, that always happens to me. Today I made 5 pages worth of notes because somebody wanted to kill my hand today. I mean, they're tiny pages. Although the new one's a little bit bigger, but still.
I love how we always shoot for a time or something, and then we end up just doing so much shit that it's like, well,
we ended at 11.
4 minutes over.
All right,
Yeah.
like
no. I don't mean in the sense of like going over. I mean in the sense of like we just did so many things that we had to cut for you know.
yeah.
Which is not a complaint. I'm down for that.
No, I think if I'm learning anything, it's that maybe downtime needs to be a slightly different system in order to actually fit into one session. Oh well. How's everyone feeling?
Throwing curveballs.
Good,
at us.
good, but tired.
Scenes at you.
Yeah, I think that's
also a little tired.
I'm also
not like
tired.
incredibly so, but
At some point, my face got red, which is what
Honey,
happens
go to
when I get
bed.
tired.
I think this is a good note to end on. I just want to say thank you all so much for another rendition of the game where nothing bad ever happens and everyone is doing really well.
Yeah.
Did anything good happen to anybody today?
Lowen got a job.
Lowen and
Win got a job.
Lowen got a job. I got hit with hammers and got a cooler axe in response. So yay.
Half this party is doing great. Aldo's doing great.
Aldo's doing fantastic
Gwen
right now.
I don't know. She got a job at least. Kirly, on the other hand, was doing great last time.
I mean, I don't think Kirly's doing worse necessarily. I think she has a bigger support
Kirly's not
system.
doing as well as the wedding.
Yeah, fair.
Icarus, I feel, is like the only down point where everyone's kind of going up. Stonks are going up for everyone.
Let me
except
just check this kitchen drawer real quick. Is that a fucking fork?
Whoa.
What?
Stocks are going up. I get like two good things, and then everything else is just
Downtime isn't even over yet. Cry me a river. Like
Yeah, I still have a blanket to
I'm
buy.
fucking with you. It's fine.
I still have
yeah, we've got back half of downtime into conferences next time. After which we're going to be starting a very exciting arc for this game.
Yeah.
I just need to buy blankets for the brides, and Conk needs a blanket.
I'm so excited for my Arrow Ace friendship hang with Flicker.
Yay.
Yay.
Love to see it. All right, I'm going to
I'd
leave
love
you guys
to hang out
off.
with Gwen and not get tricked next time.
Yeah, well.
I'm sorry.
Worth it.
All right.
I wanted to make sure you guys could get along.
I am going to leave you guys there. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.